Welcome in, high school football fans. It is week 11 of the high school football season here on Stark Media Team's YouTube Game of the Week. This week we are coming to you live from Dr. Martin Smilik Stadium, where the 12-seeded Streetsboro Rockets take on the 5th-seeded Northwest Indians. And we will pause for the national anthem. And the Northwest Indian Band just wrapped up the national anthem. As we said, I am Drew Sarachman, joined by Jeff Tyler. You're listening to the Stark Media Team YouTube Game of the Week. And we have a playoff matchup for you tonight. It is Division 4, Region 13. It is the 12-seeded Streetsboro Rockets coming in at 6-4. Out of the Metro Athletic Conference, and the home team is the number 5 Northwest Indians, coming in at 7-3 out of the Pac-7. Streetsboro, coached by Pete Thompson. Northwest, coached by John DeMarco. Two teams that have come in here hot in the second half. You know, Northwest is the co-Pac-7 champions.
Crazy, right?
5-way tie.
Unreal. For
first place. Had a chance to win it last week outright, but somewhat controversial call at the end of the game gave Canton South the win 21-20 over Northwest. And before we get into the matchups and preview this game, we're going to run through our sponsors.
C.H. Valos and Associates, they're located at 1302 South Main Street in North Canton. They specialize in home, auto, life insurance, and all financial needs. Give them a call at 330-494-2776. Kishman's Fresh Market. They are located in both Minerva and Malvern. There's a lot of big box companies lately, and they are a smaller company, so please go support them, family-owned. Our starting lineups and our Red Zone Alert is Red Door Apparel and a Clothier. They're located also in Canton. Simon Says Promotions. We'll go into all the companies below them here throughout the night, but there's a lot of companies underneath Simon Says Promotions. McNeil and Sons Tree Service. They're located in Portage Lakes. Give them a call at 330-606-1126. Spirit of Stark. They're in their new home at 409 Erie Street in North in Massillon. They can fulfill any big or small orders. They have state-of-the-art equipment, and they can also do custom embroidery at 330-806-6745. Our injury report all night is sponsored by Leathernecks Nation. If you're not familiar with them, they are a bunch of bad dudes, motorcycle guys, but great guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
We've hung out with them a little bit. They're a bunch of great dudes, military veterans, and their whole mission is supporting veterans. They accept donations year-round, and they do a lot to help, like the 22 organization and the SAM Center there in Massillon. So I'm going to pause and take a minute to thank our first responders, our military, both active and retired as well. We appreciate you. We can do what we do because of you. Also, finallyhereohio.com, they sponsor our player of the game. If you followed us, you've seen every week we've got multiple, we're at multiple games. We've got multiple photos of players of the games that we post after the game on all our social media. And then finally, for me, and Drew's got a couple as well, is Quarry Golf, an event center. Incredible place to play golf, gorgeous place. It's cut in the hills of the quarry over there. One of the prettiest courses I've ever played, and it's very difficult as well. Gorgeous patio, and they got a great chef over there, great food. Me and the family go over there all the time. We have a good time. Drew, I think you got a couple as well.
Yeah, Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts, located in the Fulton Drugs Plaza in Canton, right across from Stadium Park. Every day he's making fresh chocolates, roasting fresh nuts in there. Get over and check him out. And then St. Joe's Senior Living over in Louisville and the Alsatian Independent Living. Listen to this, Jeff. The Alsatian, 5 straight years in a row, named the Canton Repository's Best of the Best for independent living for seniors in Stark County. So we appreciate the support of all of our sponsors. We are 6 minutes away from game time and kickoff here at Dr. Martin Smilik Stadium in Northwest, at Northwest in Canal Fulton. One thing that me and my wife have gone to before, down in Canal Fulton during Halloween, it's awesome. They do a lot of big festival down there, so it's pretty cool, neat town. If you've never been there, check it out. These two teams, we said it before, Streetsboro is coming in at 6-4, Northwest at 7-3. Obviously, Stark Media, we are more familiar with Northwest than we are Streetsboro. So, just to recap this Northwest season, a couple bright spots. Kyler Maraglia, the running back, 5'7", 175 junior, is well over 1,000 yards rushing. He is the engine that makes this offense go. The sophomore Chase Badger has really grown up as the season's gone along. Not a very big kid. He's 5'10", 155. For a sophomore, he's really playing well. But what has made this Northwest Indian team successful this year is the defense. They're allowing 16 points a game. That's second best in Stark County, next to the Lake Blue Streaks. They are physical on both sides of the ball up front. They tackle well on offense. Now, the speed for Streetsboro might come into play. Northwest hasn't seen a ton of speed this year outside of Fairless.
Right.
That Fairless game was a great game. But they're going to have to contain, the speed of Streetsboro if they want to get out of the first round with a victory. As far as Streetsboro goes, the two players that make them go are Preston Hopperton, the quarterback. He's also going to return kicks for them. Yeah. You've got some stats on him, Jeff.
I do. I mean, they're really kind of riding two horses. I mean, Preston Hopperton has 1,500 all-purpose yards. He's receiving 67 yards a night, and he is rushing for over 100 yards a night out of the receiver spot. So we haven't seen him play yet. But
sorry, the quarterback's Colby Benjamin. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Benjamin?
No, but Hopperton is
receiver.
Really the guy that makes him go. Yeah.
Benjamin also. I mean, he runs, he throws. He's got over 1,700 all-purpose. So Benjamin and Hopperton are their two horses that they're riding for sure. If they could, this Northwest defense can shut those two down, I think they're going to have a good night. Yeah, and
just looking at the two teams warming up, Northwest has a considerable size advantage across the board on Streetsboro. Right. Even at the linebacker positions, Streetsboro's offensive and defensive line look like Northwest linebackers.
Right.
So Northwest is definitely going to want to impose their will here physically if they want to win this game, and they've done that well all year. We are about 3 minutes away from kickoff. Stark Media team, obviously we have this YouTube game of the week every week, but we also have 2 other games tonight. If you are, driving or you want to check in on some of the other games in Stark County, what are those, Jeff?
Yeah, we've got on the iHeart Radio 99.7, we got TJ Downing and Mark Milano. They're doing the Perry Maslin game at Maslin. We don't want to get too many predictions, but you got to figure Maslin's got to head up on that game.
Heavy favorite there, yeah.
Heavy favorite. It'd be crazy for an upset there. Sam Berkle and Jeff Shreve on 106.9, Rock 106.9. They've got Glen Oak versus McKinley. Again, McKinley's favored, but, if Glen Oak gets it rolling, if Glen Oak can shut down Nino Hill, if they can slow him a little bit, and if they can stop that throw over the top with the quarterback, they got a shot.
Yeah, like Sincere McNeil now out for the season. Tough for the McKinley Bulldogs.
I heard that today. Do you know what the injury is?
It's an ankle. So he was running down on kickoff last week against Massillon, turns his ankle. Now he's out for the year.
Unreal.
So
he was definitely a stud on the outside for sure. When we called that game, we were calling his number all night and saying, hey, he's in single coverage, just throw the ball up to that kid.
13 Stark County area teams in the playoffs.
It's awesome.
We have a few matchups tonight where they'll go against each other, but really great. Obviously the OHSAA has expanded the playoffs this year to take 16 teams per region. A lot of people don't like it, but what's great about it is more kids get more opportunities to enjoy these playoff games.
Yeah, Drew, I'm not a huge fan of it other than the fact that you've got some teams like Fairless last year that got in on an expanded roster, right? More teams able to play, and now they're coming in this year, heavy seniors, and they've got some playoff experience. So, it's a building block, right? So that's really, honestly, the only reason I like it. Beyond that, it's like you're going to play a 1 on 16. That's usually not a good game, and it's a running clock.
A 16 seed beat a 1 seed last year in this OHSAA playoffs. But I agree with you. I think the playoffs should be something special. In this Northwest team that we're calling tonight would have been in regardless because they're coming in at number 5 in computer points in a tough region. Talk about, Division 4, Region 13. Obviously, West Branch has to be the favorite in there. Drew DeShields.
Drew DeShields is the real deal, man. I mean, I think he's already got an offer, right? He's
committed to Eastern Illinois. He's.
To me, I haven't seen the kid play other than on film and seeing some things like that. When you throw, 32 touchdowns, 1 interception?
38
touchdowns, 1 interception. Yeah. That's an insane number. We've got Northwest flying on the field here at the moment. We're going to keep going through our pregame here. Not sure how long before kickoff, but we're minutes away.
Yep. And the coin toss earlier, Northwest did win the toss, and they deferred to the second half, so the Streetsboro Rockets will get the ball to start this game. Coach John DeMarco has done a great job here. Obviously, he had a lot of success at Louisville, came to this program that was a little up and down, and they've been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal here. They're bringing toughness. They're efficient. They're disciplined. Not a lot of penalties out of this crew. And I'm really liking the uniforms.
We've got. Traditional for Northwest, I think, is those silver helmets look pretty sweet, and they got that gold rush red. I'm digging this top-bottom match with some of these schools. So top and bottom red. They got the gray stripe, silver stripe down the side, and then we've got Streetsboro Rockets now coming on the field. They've got the blue helmets, white jerseys with the black, blue numbers. Blue pants with the yellow stripes. Kind of look like Toledo over there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Got a little Toledo look going to them. So we're at they got 12 minutes on the clock here for the first quarter, so we're about ready here, folks.
Yep. Sure.
Great facility here, Drew. I've got full view for the first time since the Perry game in McKinley. So one of the nicest boxes we've been in so far.
Yep. Yeah, beautiful. Weather kind of took out the old press box here. I had an opportunity to call as a head coach here at Triway. I had a game here that we won, and then 2 playoff games when I was coaching at Hoban and coaching at St. Thomas. A lot of success in this stadium. It's a beautiful facility. Jason Hathaway, the AD here, always, helps us out, does a great job here. And the Streetsboro Rockets are ready to receive the kick from Northwest.
Week 11 is here, folks. We've got leather on leather. Here's a kick. It's up. It's a short one. It's fielded at the 21-yard line, and he's running to the 30, the 35. He's got a seam, and he got tackled at the 40-yard line. It's going to be first and 10. It's going to be the first possession coming up for Streetsboro at their own 40-yard line. Yeah,
nice return and good starting field position for the Rockets. Jackson Gula, number 9, the sophomore, on the return, just caught it about the 25, got north and south, and now they will take over first and 10 on their own 40.
And Jackson Gula is also a receiver. He's we're going left to right on your dial here. And Streetsboro's taking their time getting their first play in. Clock has not started. Now the game clock is running. First possession here for us for the start of our playoffs. Shotgun formation. We got trips bunched left. Single right. We got Google by himself right. Jermaine Price in the backfield. We got two guys moving. Looks like a false.
And that's going to be a penalty.
Should be. No penalty down. We had two guys moving in motion. Same time. No penalty. But as a quarterback keeper, Colby Benjamin kept it. And just ran up the middle and lost 2 yards.
I'll tell you what, that should have been a penalty on the play because you had two men in motion at one time and they didn't come to a rest before the play. But I think Coach John DeMarco would rather have the 1 yard loss in the down than the 5 yard loss in first down. So
second down and 12. We got pairs left, trips right, shotgun formation, empty backfield. Play is getting sent in. Colby Benjamin by himself in the backfield in the shotgun. Got man in motion left to right, quick fake handoff, and Benjamin kept it himself, and he got wrapped up immediately by a tribe of Indians. It's a loss of another 2. It's going to be third down and 14.
Yeah, and that was the senior Caden Skinner getting there in the backfield, making the play. So far in these first couple plays, it's kind of what we predicted.
Yep.
Northwest is winning the battle on the line of scrimmage, and if Streetsboro is going to be in third and long all night, it's going to be a long night for them.
It's going to be a real long night with the size of these linemen for Northwest. We got trips right, nobody left. Wing back in, snap, he drops back, he's looking, he throws over the top, a screen play, he's got all kinds of room. 45-50, 45-40, got blockers 30, 35, 20, down at the 16-yard line. They're going to be first and 10 for Streetsboro.
Yeah, they rolled out to the right there to the trips, threw a screen back to the boundary. They threw back there to number 46, Donovan Pease, the senior, and he takes it all the way down inside of the red door clothier red zone.
Got Kyler Rue and Colby Benjamin in the backfield. We got two backs back there. We got single left, single right. Shotgun formation at their own 16-yard line. Here's a snap. He's got a man in motion behind him. He's running an option. He flipped it, caught it, running. He got a few yards out of it. He made a guy miss, and he's all the way down, almost a first down. Got about 8 yards out of that one. It's going to be second down and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, just a little extended pitch there into the boundary. Northwest missed a tackle early, but was able to bring him down.
And that was number 46. Just trying to find on my sheet here.
That was Pease again.
Pease again. So we've got trips bunched on the short side again. Single right. They're trying to get, looks like single coverage on the outside.
Yeah, there's a lot of room to throw a slant there. That's for sure.
Plenty of room there. Shotgun formation. 9:22 on the clock, first quarter. Taking his time to run these plays. 2 seconds on the clock here. He got it off in time, and I don't know, inadvertent whistle, I think. There was 2 seconds on the play clock, inadvertent whistle. The team froze. The quarterback did nothing.
They're going to grant Coach Pete Thompson a timeout there, I believe.
Strange play there.
He's not happy. He's kind of giving an earful to the quarterback, Benjamin, there. But they grant him the timeout, which saves them a negative play. Northwest coaches aren't happy. They think the snap came before the timeout, and I think they might be right.
I think they're right, but it was I kind of heard an inadvertent whistle there by the officials, so I think they made it right. Fans are not happy, as you can hear, on the Northwest side. We've got a full house on the Northwest side. We got about 25% capacity on the other side here for Streetsboro. 9:12 in the first quarter. It's 3rd and 2. And they're at Northwest 11-yard line.
Well, they're going to give it second down. It'll repeat second down there. We got a timeout.
Oh, I'm looking at the timeout there, ain't I?
Yeah.
So second and 4. Looks like more like 2nd and 2 to me. But the board says second and 4. Pairs left, single right. Single back off the left hip of Benjamin. He's in shotgun. Again, taking his time after a timeout to get the play in.
Yeah, Streetsboro's looking to the sideline. They want to see what Northwest is lining up in each time before they call their play.
Jackson Gould by himself. They got a man in motion left to right. Quick hand off and he kept it. He's running up the middle, and he's got room. He got tackled, but I think it's a first down at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Colby Benjamin faked the jet sweep there. Just ran it right up in the middle of the line. Not much there, but it's going to be enough for a 1st and goal for the Rockets.
1st and goal from the 6. 9 minutes in the first quarter. No score. Streetsboro is charging. Gula again by himself on the right-hand side. They're packing it in the goal line formation here. They got a fullback in this time. Benjamin in a shotgun. They're getting their plays from the sideline every time. Here's a snap. Quick handoff up the middle. He's running hard, and he got hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain, maybe 1 yard. Going to be 2nd down and goal from about the 4 or 5.
I'll tell you what, you're not going to have much success running the ball right at number 77, Riley Plotner.
No.
Big 6'6", 325-pound lineman for Northwest. He closed up that hole right there, and the rest of the Indians' defense cleaned him up. So we'll stack eye look now for Streetsboro.
Single left. Fullback in the game.
Fullback, up back, tailback.
Under center for the first time. Quick handoff. Up the middle. He got drilled. Quarterback actually kept it on the option and still got nothing. They had everybody covered on that. Northwest did a great job of covering that one. There's no gain. Going to be 3rd down and goal from the 4.
Every single play that Streetsboro has run so far has gone to their sideline, which tells me something as a coach. Number 1, he wants to see what's going on firsthand because he doesn't trust his people upstairs.
Yeah.
Or they just like running to the left side of their line.
Well, that slant is open from the right side all day long. Now they got pairs right, single left, single back, shotgun. They got a wing back in there, and they're in shotgun again. 7:20 to play in the first quarter. Quick jet sweep, handoff. He's running up the middle, and he's got room to run. I think he scored, and it's a touchdown, Streetsboro. With 7:11 to play in the first quarter, it's 6-0 Streetsboro. And that is good.
Yeah, just jet sweep. And he got it right off the edge there. It hit really quick. The linebackers weren't able to get there. We'll have to get a second look at the number there of the player that scored.
And on the kick for the PAT is Dominic Incorvati. And Colby Benjamin is the holder. Here's the kick. It's down the middle.
I keep hearing a whistle, like an extra whistle out there. Don't you hear that?
So with 7:11 to play in the first quarter, Streetsboro takes their first possession, 60 yards for the score after multiple plays. It's 7-0 Rockets, and the Northwest Indians will come on for their first possession here.
Yeah, really, that drive, Northwest was looking good on defense, and then the 3rd and 12 play, 47 yards on the screen, throwback to Pease, put them in a good situation down in the red zone, and they were able to come up with points. So great start for the Streetsboro Rockets. Northwest is going to have to eliminate those big plays. We talked about it in the pregame.
Yeah.
The speed of Streetsboro, and that's a play right there where you just get to the ball to your playmakers, Pease, and he was running.
I want to thank some sponsors while we wait for our kickoff here. We got plenty of them, and a lot of them been with us all year. We definitely appreciate them. C.H. Valos and Associates has been a title sponsor for us all year. Chris Valos and his team over there are incredible. Give them a call. They're at 1302 South Main Street in North Canton, 330-494-2776. Also, Kishman's Fresh Market. They have 2 locations, Minerva and Malvern. Drew, you played some college football with him, right?
Yeah,
with their son?
Matt Kishman.
At Youngstown State?
Yeah, Youngstown State. He was a good offensive lineman down there for the Lions, and I believe he's still involved with the program down there.
So now we're back to kick. It's leather on leather, and it's a little squib kick here, and he bumbled it, but he picked it back up, and he ran. That's going to be great field position for Northwest at their own 40-yard line after that little pooch kick there. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, kicked it right to the tall receiver, Caden Beckler. He was able to corral it, bobbled it a little bit, but now Northwest is going to have good field position as well, starting at their own 40, just like Streetsboro did.
So 7:05 to play in the first quarter. Northwest first possession. They're down 7-0. We got pairs right, single left. We got shotgun formation, and we've got a fullback in the game along with a running back. Quick Handoff up the middle. He's running. He's got to hit that hole hard, and he got 9 yards out of that one. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. That was Kyler Maraglia, right up the middle, ran hard north and south, and got 9.
Yeah, Maraglia, the 175-pound junior, he can really scoot. He's very quick. He hits the hole hard. He's tough to see. He's not a real tall guy, but he runs very hard for this Northwest Ball Club.
Chase Badger in a shotgun. He dropped back. He handed it off again up the middle, hit that hole hard again, and got another 6. 1st and 10 Indians.
Yeah, nice hole there opened up by the offensive line. You know, at quarterback for Northwest is a sophomore, Chase Badger. He's played really well. He's made some clutch throws, clutch plays, you know, for this co-Pac-7 champion Northwest Indians along the way here.
6:18 and counting. Pairs right, single left. 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. Badger, quick handoff off right again. Same play up the middle. Why not? You got another 6, and he coughed it up. Fumble recovered by Streetsboro at their own 34-yard line.
Yeah.
Costly mistake there.
Yeah, someone reached in right at the end there as Maraglia was going down to punch out the football. So a huge turnover for the Northwest Indians, and Streetsboro will now take over on their own 34-yard line.
Drew, you can see right away Northwest has those big bodies up front, a lot of experience, a bunch of seniors. Mm-hmm. They've got some the one thing I wanted to say before the game, they got some youth in them backfield.
Yep.
Oh, they got to hang on to the football. So now it's Streetsboro's ball. It's trips left, nobody right. Tight end right here, running back off the right hip, looking for the play again. They look for the play every single time before they make a call. 6:07 to play. We got jet sweep, handed off again. The same play they scored on. He's running he got about 4 yards. He got drilled at the 39-yard line, but he got 5 yards out of that one. It's 2nd and 5 for Streetsboro.
Yeah, and that was Kylan Rue, the speedy junior, on the carry there. The same one, I believe, who took it in for the end zone.
He did. Same play, little jet sweep from the left side. And it seems like Streetsboro really likes to work this game clock, let it wind down, take their time, get the play in. Pairs right tight, pairs left tight. We've got running back in the backfield, Kylan Rue. I'm sorry. That is actually Donovan Pease this time. With Colby Benjamin. Jet sweep, left. Fake handoff, throw over the top. He's wide open, and he overthrew him. Incomplete pass. He had a man. He had Preston Hopperton. You know if he catches that, it's probably going to the house, but he incomplete, overthrown.
Yeah, and we've got the first score update of the day brought to you by the Quarry Golf and Event Center, and it is the Orrville Red Riders 7, Fairless 0. Orrville coming in as probably the hottest team in the pack.
Yep. They are dangerous for sure. Fairless put it on them early on, but they're a different team now.
And thanks to Greg Smith in the YouTube chat for that score update.
Awesome. I've actually got an update as well. McKinley with 6:44 left in the first. McKinley 3, Glen Oak 0. And we're back in action. We got a quick fake handoff, pulled it back, dropped back, got pressure, and got tackled. He tried to keep it on his own after he didn't have anybody over top. Tried to run it back up the middle to keep it. He got tackled back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Usually we like to give credit to the sack there, but it was the whole Northwest defensive line in the backfield there. So nice stop after the turnover on the fumble, and Northwest will get the ball back.
So Northwest has just got to keep doing what they were doing, run that rock like they were, just hang on to it this time. Punt is up. It's away. It lands at the 32.
You got to field those punts.
And they got a great Streetsboro rolled all the way down to the 16-yard line of Northwest. So they're going to take over for their second possession. We'll see what they come up with here. They can, from what we can see behind those big bodies, they can run the rock. They just got to hang on to it. So 7-0. Streetsboro over Northwest with 4:26 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, Northwest, first time they had the ball, they were running in chunks.
Yeah, they were
3 straight plays. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go right back to that. A couple more score updates brought to you by the Quarry. It is the Massillon Tigers 7, Perry 0. It is the North Canton Hoover Vikings 7, Licking Heights 0.
4:26 to play. We got pairs right, single left. single back, shotgun, drops back, play action, pulled it down, took off running himself, and he got 2 yards, maybe 3 out of that one from Chase Badger. He just ran off tackle. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 155 pounds. Not a big kid, but athletic.
Yeah, that's a good decision, too, by a sophomore. No, you're backed up in your own territory. You don't want to force anything. He just took it down and got what he could get back a little bit past the line of scrimmage.
4 minutes and counting here. Northwest second possession. They got single left, pairs right. These color rush uniforms is difficult to see our numbers, so we're going to do our best to call out players here for you. Shotgun formation. Got 2 backs back there. Quick handoff up the middle, and he's running again like we thought. He's got all kinds of room. He's in the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. Pushed out of the bounds at the 40-yard line of Streetsboro. What a great run. Off tackle. Bounced it outside. Hit his speed. Caught that seam and went for a lot.
Yeah, great vision by Miraglia. He was patient in the hole, then bounced it outside when he realized the linebacker was sealed and picked up a big 30-yard gain for the Indians.
Great play there, like what we saw from the first possession. 3:37 to play, 7-0. Northwest down, but they're at the 40-yard line of Streetsboro. That was a quick hit right there. You got to figure they're going to be able to do this all night behind those big bodies. I mean, they average, their big guys 320, their small guys 215. I mean, they're averaging about 240, 250 on that offensive line.
Nice size.
Especially
line
at this level, right?
Yep.
Pairs right, single left, drop back. Looking over the top, he's got a man. He threw it.
Little bit
of contact, and there's a flag down. Late throw. 2 guys came in on it. He threw it high. I don't know.
Yeah,
a little bit of contact, but flags down.
There's 2. I think the flag was early, the first one. They were trying to hold him
when he made that cut
on the post route, but Badger's got to throw that ball earlier. That shows his youth a little bit. You cannot throw the ball late across the middle, and they almost intercepted that pass. Our man Greg in the YouTube chat giving us another score update. It is the Jackson Polar Bears 7 and Berea Mid-Park Meteors 7, and they better have the lights ready in that scoreboard over at Jackson because both those teams score.
I got another update. Fairless game. It's 7-6 Orville. Fairless scored, missed an extra point. Okay. 3:33 here to play in the first quarter. Northwest has taken over 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. We're almost into the red zone.
It was a pass interference call.
Drop back, handoff up the middle, and chopped immediately in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Yeah, it was the senior Joey Fedor coming in and chopping down Miraglia right at the legs, a yard deep, and that'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Northwest.
So Greg Smith might be our finally here Ohio player of the game there in the chat.
Updates, Greg.
Might have to put him on the payroll. 3:08 to count, and counting in the first quarter. 2nd down and 12 for Northwest. They're taking their time this time getting the play in. Looks like we got single left, pairs right, 2 in the backfield, shotgun. Chase Badger under center now. He drops back into the shotgun. We got Miraglia. Quick handoff to Miraglia up the middle. He's got room to run. He got wrapped up, but he kept his legs moving, and he got about 5 out of that one. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and mid-range for him. Looks like about 3rd down and 6 for him.
I'll tell you what, Miraglia, he sometimes he hits the hole so fast that he didn't see there. If he goes outside of his block to the right instead of cutting underneath it, I think he scores.
Yeah. Northwest, 3rd down play, 3rd and 7, pairs right, single left, wing back in, Miraglia in the backfield with Badger off his left hip, taking his time. Here's the snap, fake hand. Oh, he did hand it off. And Miraglia got hit immediately. He got back, I think, to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring down 4th down and a decision for Northwest.
Yeah, Streetsboro blitzed Kylan Rue there off the edge, and no one accounted for him. He came right down the line to make the tackle in the backfield. So it is decision time here for Coach John DeMarco. It would be a little bit lengthy of a field goal, about 38 yards if they were to kick it from here. And they are going to go for it on 4th down.
Pairs right, single left, full back in again. Miraglia off the right hip. Quick snap, shotgun thrown over the top, wide open. He dove, he caught it. Touchdown Northwest, great throw, better catch. Touchdown Northwest, 6-7 before the PAT. What a catch.
Yeah, Badger put it out there. I thought it might have been a little too far. They ran a little seam route. He threw it right up the seam, put enough air under it. Carter Majericks, the senior, number 24, laid out, got it on his fingertips into the end zone. Huge fourth down play.
Great
for the
ball.
Indians.
You know, he floated that just enough for his guy to get underneath it. What a great play call. Ballsy call. 1:23 to play. We got the PAT coming here for Northwest.
Northwest running the wing on late. He was busy celebrating on the sideline. Forgot to come in for the extra point.
Got some business to do, young man. It's the first quarter here. So here's a snap. We got leather on leather, low snap. He handled it, and he got it up, and he he missed it wide right. It was a low snap. Did a good job of handling it. Got it down, but it was too late. Wide right. It is no good. 7-6. Northwest Streetsboro is up 7-6 with 1:23 to play. And when we're going to have a kickoff here, it'll be Streetsboro's third possession.
I'll tell you what, I think Carter Majericks right there might have just gotten our Ben Wallenberg's chocolate sweet catch of the game.
Ooh, okay.
That was pretty impressive by him.
I like that. I like that. Does he get any peanut brittle out of that?
He can go down and get peanut brittle. He'll pay $2 or $3.99 just like everybody else, but he'll enjoy it.
That was a sweet catch. He laid out.
Another score update coming. It is the Canton-McKinley Bulldogs 9, Glen Oak 0. Canton-McKinley missing quite a few starters to injury. Their best player out for the year. So it's going to be tough for them to make a playoff run after that close game with Massillon last week. But it is Streetsboro 7, Northwest 6 here in Canal Fulton.
We've also got Lake 14-0. Glen Oaks 9-0. I'm sorry, McKinley 9-0. Here's the kick, received at the 10-yard line. He's running it back. He got hit at the 30-yard line, and it looks like a rugby match, taken down at the 31. So
and
the third possession.
Jackson Gula, again, on the return.
Third possession coming up for Streetsboro. They didn't move the ball very well last possession. They had to punt.
It's really been one play for them.
Yeah,
in two possessions, it was the big play, and then they were so close that all they needed was a few yards to seal the touchdown. But not much in ways of offense so far for the Rockets besides that big screen play.
So the Rockets got an interesting formation here. They got trips tight right, and then they got a single guy far right.
A bunch.
Single back and a wing back. Man in motion from left to right. Quick fake handoff, and the quarterback just ran up the middle. He got hit. He still got a yard. Got to be 2nd and 9 for Streetsboro.
Yeah, the senior quarterback for Streetsboro, Colby Benjamin, is a big part of this offense running the ball. But the Northwest defense is not going to allow that tonight. It's going to be tough sledding if you want to run on this Northwest defense between the tackles.
We also have a score update. The Massillon Tigers 7, Glen Oak 0.
Perry.
Perry at the end of 1. Trips right, single left, single back in the game again for Streetsboro. They got shotgun. They've been going shotgun all night. Donovan Pease off the right. He drops back, throws, quick out, completed, tackled immediately, but it's a complete pass for about 5 yards. Going to bring down 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Preston Hopperton, Jr., their leading receiver, went up and snagged that hitch route.
17 seconds to play in the first quarter. It looks like they're going to try to get a playoff here. They're up to the line of scrimmage. You got pairs right, pairs left.
Yeah, they're in this tight spread formation. They like to run the post wheel out of this.
And that is going to bring up the end of the first quarter. Here at Northwest, it is Northwest 6, Rockets 7 at the end of 1. And I'm going to thank some more sponsors here for us. Simon Says Promotions, Copeland Paints, Brooklyn Rio Photography, Studio Vibes, Brits Bows, Game Day Boutique, and a Tiger Store. They're located in the old Checkered Flag Building at 256 Erie Street South, and also at 59 Lincoln Way East in Massillon. McNeil & Sons Tree Service. They're located in Portage Lakes. Contact them at 330-606-1126. And Spirit of Stark. They're in their new home at 409 Erie Street North in Massillon. They can fulfill any order, big or small, and they have some great equipment there. They can do custom embroidery. Give them a call at 330-806-6745.
Yeah, they can print. They can pump out about 1,500 screen printed shirts overnight for you. Obviously St. Joe's Senior Living is a sponsor for us over there in Louisville, Ohio. Some of those tough decisions as your loved ones get older, can be difficult to navigate. St. Joe's is there to help you out. They've got assisted living. They've got the independent living over at the Alsatian, and give them a call if you're in one of those tough situations.
We're back in action here in the second quarter. Quick option left. They flipped it to the running back, and he caught it, and he got a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 45 for Streetsboro. With 11:55 to play in the second quarter here. They're up 7-6.
Yeah, Streetsboro's got a lot of different players touching the ball. That was number 4, who we do not even have on the roster. So
they've had a lot of formations, a lot of, they have some success with that option. Got trips left this time, single right. Running back in the backfield is Kylan Rue. He's already scored tonight. Colby Benjamin, we've said, is a great quarterback. He's got over 1,700 yards. Quick handoff, Jeff Sweet. He went to the right. He got tackled. He got hit right away at the line of scrimmage. He drug his man, got 4 yards. It's going to be second down and 6.
Yeah, the interior line did a great job redirecting down the line to chase that down. The defensive end for Northwest got to be a little more tough there on the edge. Overall, not a bad, job defending that jet sweep with a 3-yard gain.
11:28 and counting here. Pairs left, pairs right, single in the backfield. Here's a snap, drops back, looking right, throws right, quick one, completed, first down, Streetsboro at the 38-yard line of Northwest.
Yeah, it's just a little follow comeback down the sideline. So they run the one receiver on the vertical.
That was Preston Hopperton as their stud.
Yeah, he broke it off on the comeback to the sideline at about 15 yards downfield. A nice little drive going here for the Rockets.
Trips right, single left. Running back off the right hip. It's Pease in the backfield with Benjamin. Quick option right. He flipped it to Pease. He's got all kinds of room and got a first down again. They went all the way to the 26-yard line of Northwest.
And we talked about before the game, Streetsboro is going to have to use their speed to counteract the strength and size of this Northwest defense. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're getting the ball to the edge as quick as possible, and they're trying to make this Northwest defense run side to side.
Clock running, same play, same result so far. He got another 5 yards out of that one, so it's second down and 5 at the 21-yard line. They're just doing quick hitters, like you said. They're getting outside, using their speed.
Yeah, it's just like a quick. It looks like it's an option because the quarterback takes a couple steps, but it's really just like a basketball chest pass.
Yeah,
get it out there as fast as possible. The running back sprints. It puts a lot of pressure on the defensive end, and what can happen there is you can run that same action and pull the ball back and throw someone deep.
Single left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Man in motion this time. And we've got a penalty down. And it's false start on Streetsboro. That's not going to be good. They were almost in a red zone. They're going to push them back. 10:21 to play in the first half. 7-6 Rockets. Going to bring up second down now and 13 for the Rockets. They've got Pease and Rue in the backfield here. Got a lot of weapons here for the Rockets. Single left, single right. Rue in motion. Quick handoff left, and he got swarmed and tackled immediately. There was a whole tribe of Indians on that one, and that's a loss of 4 or 5. Going to bring up 3rd and 18 for Streetsboro.
Yeah, this drive was going well. Now they're going backwards.
2 mistakes in a row. You got a penalty, then a botched play there. Now they got
empty backfield.
They got
all 5 players. So 2 of those players are going to be ineligible.
5 guys left. Quick drop back. Looking quick under route. Tackled immediately by the Indians. What a great coverage for them. 9:36 to play in the first half, and it is going to be 4th down and forever. 4th and 20 for Streetsboro. Great coverage there by the Indians.
Yeah, Streetsboro's going to make the right decision here on punt.
They're going to bring on the
Try
punt
to
team.
pin Northwest deep. Another score update for you. It is Canton South 0, Salem 0 at the end of the first quarter.
That's one you would think they're going to be late in scoreboard up there as well.
Yeah, and it's 0-0. That's crazy.
Here's the snap. Here's the punt. Nearly blocked. Good punt down to the corner. It landed. And, it went into the end zone. Going to be a touchback. So it's going to bring up Northwest 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 9 minutes left to play in the first half. Been a back-and-forth ball game so far. Both teams on the board. I think for Northwest, I'd like to see some more of that interior running that they've done. Getting runs in bunches. With that off-tackle run with Maraglia.
Mm-hmm. Another first quarter score. End of the first quarter is Alliance 7, Cheney 3. So Brandon Zerbrug, Caden Davis, and a bunch going up to the north side of Youngstown.
All right.
With a lead.
We do our best to stay unbiased here, folks, but we're rooting for those Stark teams
Absolutely.
a little bit. We got pairs right, single right, pairs left, 2 in the backfield, shotgun, quick handoff up the middle, like we said, off tackle. He got room to run, and he got 4 yards out of that one. Going to be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Maraglia here is really chewing up yards early. He did have the fumble earlier to kill a drive, but he's come back and just doing what he always does and just running hard. Another score update is Canton Central Catholic 7, Mineral Ridge 0.
8:28 to play in the first half. Pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield, snap, quick, handoff again to Maraglia. He's running. He bounced it outside. He got hit, got a couple more yards out of it, almost got a first down. We're going to have to wait for a spot here, and it is a 1st and 10 Indians at the 30-yard line. 8:18 to play and counting. The ball is down. Ball is ready.
Yep, and our man Greg's got us another update. It's Lake 13, Dublin, Scioto 7, and Jackson 14, Berea Mid-Park 7.
Same set, pairs left, single right, 3 in the backfield, shotgun formation. Here's a snap, quick handoff again. Maraglia, he got hit right away again, and he got another 2-3 yards, maybe 4. Why not, Drew? You're just running off tackle, and you're getting yards in bunches.
Yeah, it was just a little inside zone play there. That was number 20 on the tackle for Streetsboro, Kylan Rue. He's kind of been all over the field tonight for the Rockets so far.
We see a lot of that, Drew, right? A lot of Swift's Army Knife players, they're playing both sides of the ball at this level. You almost have to.
Yeah, Division 4 and lower, you get a lot of guys playing both ways, a lot of guys asked to do multiple things.
Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. He's got tons of room all the way down. It's another first down. I don't think that was Maraglia. Nope. That was another running back. We'll get you that number here in a moment, folks.
33.
Number 13. Like we said, hard to see the numbers. Maraglia at this point has over 70 yards rushing and a touchdown.
So on that last play there, Streetsboro blitzed. They're trying to bring an extra guy in the running game, blitzed. He ran right by the running back. The running back replaced him in the hole. Got 8 yards there.
Pairs left, single right. Here's a snap, dropping back, looking right, throwing it out. Completed pass, made a guy miss,
Nice
juked him,
moves.
Joe, made a guy fall down, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indians. What a great throw, great catch, made a guy miss.
And that was
wow.
That was Caden Beckler just on the long comeback route. He snagged the ball, he went back to the ball to catch it, made a man miss, turned on the Jets right up the seam for the big 55-yard touchdown pass.
He's 6'4", 195 with wheels. He made a guy miss, took off, nobody was catching him.
And that was number 43, Parker Kraft, before on the carry there.
Okay.
It's tough to see the number. But huge play. We'll see Northwest going to go for 2 here after missing the extra point on their first touchdown.
12-7. Indians are in the lead now with 6:40 to play first half. Going for 2. Chase Badgers wrecked in traffic.
Play clock isn't running, so.
Deuces right, pairs left. Maraglia in the backfield. And Badger is dropping back in shotgun. 6:40 to play. Here's a quick snap. Dropping back, looking left, throwing over the middle, and it's caught.
Jump ball.
It is good for 2. Same player caught that one. Caden Beckler. Again, what way to step up, young man. It's 14-7 Indians. Threw it, just a lob, little Tebow lob over the middle to the back of the end zone.
Caden Beckler's 6'4", so just throw that ball up there. He went up and grabbed the rebound right off the rim, and 2-point conversion good, and a great answer by Northwest. They now lead 14-7.
What a great answer there. Great run. Mixed it up, got guys involved. I want to thank Leathernecks Nation. They help veterans. It's the Meduse chapter here in Stark County. They help veterans, kind of like the 22 organization fighting veteran suicides, along with the Sam Center in Massillon. They take donations year-round. You can go in. You don't have to be a member. You can go in and hang out with them. Give them a call, or actually go on their website, www.meduselnmc.com, or on their Facebook page at Leathernecks Nation MC Meduse Chapter. Semper Fi.
Yeah.
Bunch of good dudes. We've hung out with them a couple times. They're fun to be around for sure. By the end of the night, we're going to announce our finallyhereohio.com player of the game. Chris McCready's and his team are located at 12:01. I'm going to give you the rest of that here in a moment. Here's the kickoff back to Streetsboro. He caught it at 15, 20. He's got room to run to the 25, 30, 34-yard line. And there is a flag down in the middle of the field. We'll see what that is. We'll let them work that out. But it's 14-7 Indians. 6:35 to play in the first half.
Yeah, Jackson Gula on his third kick return of the game now. But, last drive, before the drive stalled, they had the penalties and the negative plays. Streetsboro was really using their speed to get to the edge on Northwest. So we'll see if they go back to that on this drive.
Are you surprised, Drew, that they were even doing it to the short side? They had trips right, doing a quick pitch right to the short side of the field and still getting yards.
Yeah, because Northwest likes to play with that overhang player there to the field. So if they're going to call their strength to the field, that means they've got one extra player. So you might as well run to the boundary. And the way how fast those runs were hitting, they could get to the edge still.
So that was holding on Streetsboro. That's called back. They're going to be their ball on the 20-yard line. Quick handoff. So that quick pitch again to number 20. He got pulled down immediately. Great tackle in the open field. It's a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Streetsboro.
So they're trying to get outside again. And definitely a better job there by Northwest. They want those big defensive linemen to run side to side.
Yeah. 6:11 and counting. Streetsboro taking their time. That was Kyler Rue on the carry there again. He's carried the ball quite a bit this evening. We got pairs right, single left, wing back, shotgun formation, 5:51 and counting, 2nd down and 9. Here's a snap. We got a man in motion, and we got a penalty before the snap. It looks like a delay of game. Yep, it's a delay of game on Streetsboro. So you hate to see that coming out of a quick play when it's your first possession there. 5:46 on the clock. They're down 14-7. And now it's going to be 2nd down. Did they decline it, Drew?
Yeah, let's see here.
Nope, it's 2nd down and 15. So pairs right, trips, pairs left. Running back off the left hip, Kylan Rue. And now it's a timeout, Streetsboro. So they've got some things to clean up over there on their side of the ball, get some organization going. What do you got, Drew?
Just looking at our stream there.
All right, so I'm going to finish up some of our during this timeout here. The finally here Ohio player of the game, Chris McCready's and his team is located at 1201 30th Street Northwest in Canton. Contact them at 330-492-1212 or visit Finally Here Ohio. It's HEAR, finallyhereohio.com for your free hearing evaluation. Just tell them Coach Drew and the Natural sent you. The Quarry Golf and Event Center, they sponsor our scoreboard updates all night. If you haven't played there, it's a gorgeous place to go, play golf, hang out with the family on the patio. The patio's probably closed. Maybe they're kind of open here and there with the weather. They do have an inside great facility there. They got fireplace going when it's chilly. It's just a cool place to hang out. So if you get that way, feel free to drop in and get some good food. We're back in action here. Pairs left, pairs right, single back. We got a man in motion for the right to the left. Quick run to the right. He's sliding right. He's throwing right over the top. He was open. He just overthrew him by a hair. The receiver slowed up. I think he could have maybe laid out for that ball and got it, but an incomplete pass on Streetsboro.
Yeah, they tried to hit the play action there, which is, a difficult play call on when you're second and long backed up. I think they're probably assuming pass here on 2nd and 14. But now it's going to bring up 3rd and 14, and that's a tough look for Streetsboro.
Trips right, single left. Here's a snap. Dropping back. Got a man to the left. Stepping
Under
up
pressure.
and he got sacked. How much for room service? These Indians are hungry, and that is the first sack of the night for the Indians. It's going to bring up 4th down and long for Streetsboro.
Yeah, 54 came up with the sack there for Northwest.
We got a couple score updates. It is 16-0 McKinley over Glen Oak. And we've also got
Jackson 21, Mid-Park 7.
And we've got, Orville 15, Fairless 12. Here's a snap on the punt. It's away. It's a decent one, but it's fielded at the 38-yard line. He's got room to run. He's to the 30, 25, 20, 15. Bounced it. Hit a guy. Mini miss. Took off. Kept going. What a run all the way down to the 3-yard line. One heck, that's the best run back I've seen of the year. Incredible. Ran to the right, made a guy miss, hit another guy, bounced off, kept running, kept his feet, kept in bounds all the way down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, Indians at the 3-yard line of Streetsboro. 4:28 to play here in the first half, and they are charging. Those Indians are whooping it up at the moment, 14-7, and they're about to score again. We'll get you a number on who did that here in a moment. Again, like we said, it's hard as heck to see these numbers. They got that color rush, all red.
Gray numbers.
Gray numbers.
I'll tell you what, I might be throwing it back up in the air to Caden Beckler.
Pairs left, single right, quick
Maraglia
handoff up the
on
middle.
the handoff.
Maraglia, touchdown! 20-7 Indians.
And this Northwest team has come alive. They've hit some big plays on special teams. Defense is holding strong in the last 2 drives, and the offense is now churning.
4:25 left. It's 20-7 Indians. We're here for the PAT here in a moment.
And the long return there for the Indians to set up that 2-yard Kyler Maraglia touchdown run was number 29. And that is
20-7 here left. 4:25 in the first half. The kick is up. It is down the middle. Good. 21-7. Northwest Indians. And that run back was Ethan Nicky. He's a senior, 5'11", 170-pound senior, Ethan Nicky. Heck of a run.
Unbelievable kick return there to get him all the way down to the 2. Maraglia on the offensive line pounded in for the touchdown. And, about 15 minutes ago, this game looked like it could go either way. Right now, Northwest is taking control.
We're going to finish some sponsors we were talking about. Spirit of Stark, they sponsor our Red Zone Alert. Starting lineups is sponsored by Red Door Apparel and Clothier. If you like to dress sharp, Drew, if you need some wingtips, go see them.
Yeah, right over there on Hills and Dales, not far from Sheets.
So you said you're going to be a Jedi for Halloween?
I am.
You got
me and my wife, we've got a Halloween party tomorrow. The Force is strong with me, so I'm going to be a Jedi. Yeah.
I thought with your height you might be Yoda.
Yeah, right. What are you talking about? I'm 6 foot tall, brother.
So we're about to kick off here again. Don't mind us, just our Ohio State-Michigan banner going back and forth here. Here's a quick kick, and it is down to the 15-yard line. Streetsboro bringing it back to the 20, 25, 26. Made a guy miss to the 29-yard line. Streetsboro is going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 29 with 4:19 to play in the first half.
And
it is Northwest 21, The Rockets 7.
And Northwest is in desperate need for a score here right now. The momentum of this game has totally shifted in Northwest's favor. There's 4 minutes to halftime. They're going to need to get some points on the board. And if you're Northwest, a 3-and-out or a turnover could really put this game in a favorable position for you.
You got trips right, man in motion, quick fake handoff
jet
drop,
sweep.
and there went back to that under route, completed pass. They got 4 yards out of that. He's still fighting for yardage, but he stopped. It's going to be 2nd down and 7, I believe, at their own 33.
So they faked the jet sweep and threw the slip screen to the single wide receiver back to the boundary, but the Northwest defense did a great job. 11 guys running to the football. He got about 4 yards before he was hit by about 3 or 4 different players.
Trips left, single right. Kyler Rue in the backfield. Quick throw out, completed pass, and he reached for the 1st down, and I think he got it.
And that was Jackson Gula again. Let's see if
Gula
they're going
caught it, and they're not
giving short.
They're not giving him a 1st down. It looked like he reached for it and got it, but it's going to be 3rd down and inches.
Yep.
And now they're moving the chain, so it is a 1st down, even though they put the ball a yard short. It is a 1st down with 3:41 to play in the first half. That was Jackson Gula again on a reception from Benjamin. Drew, they've got to get Hopperton involved in this game. He's been their stud all year. He's put up some serious yardage.
Yeah.
They've only got him the ball 1 time.
Yeah, I mean, he does have that long catch on the comeback.
Quick throw over the
Going
top,
to
and there
Gula
was some
here.
contact, no call.
I'll tell you what, we talk about it every week, and I can't believe I keep seeing it, is you have these coaches allowing receivers to run go routes 1 foot from the sideline. There's no room for the quarterback to complete that pass. He's got to throw a perfect pass. You want to run that go route, you got to run down the bottom of the numbers to give that quarterback that 6-foot window to throw that ball into. They have no chance to complete that pass.
Streetsboro coming out on our 2nd and 10 possession here. Pairs left, single right, quick drop back. He's rolling to his left. He's looking. He threw, overthrown, incomplete pass. He was trying to go to Pease in the flats. He had him open. He had enough probably to get a 1st down on that complete pass, but he overthrew him. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 at their own 39.
And this is what you don't want if you're Streetsboro. So far in this game on straight drop-back passes on these 3rd and long situations, Northwest 2 out of the 3 times have come up with a sack. So I assume that's going to be the case here because they're definitely not in 4-down territory.
Quick drop back. He's looking. He threw to out of the backfield to Pease. Incomplete. Overthrown again. Again, had some room to run if he caught it. Incomplete to the running back out of the backfield. It's going to be 4th down and long. 4th down and 10. It's going to bring on the punting unit again for Streetsboro.
And I'll tell you what, you better be talking to that kick coverage team because Northwest almost took it to the house last time, and they're going to get good field position with some time left here.
We got Ethan Nicky back again to receive at his own 32-yard line. Here's a snap. Here's the punt. It's a high one. He's calling for a fair catch, and it's caught at the 36-yard line. Fair catch. Northwest ball. 1st and 10 with 3:23 to play, and they got the lead 21-7. Drew, you got to think they're going to try to just run this clock out and put some points on the board and go into half and get the rock back, right?
Yeah, they've done a great job running the ball so far. So, the times they have passed, they've had people wide open. I mean, Badgers 3 for 3 passing right now. The 2 completions, big long completions, the one for a touchdown, the one down here, the comeback to Beckler, and then the extra point to Beckler. So they keep running the ball. They're going to have opportunities to throw it as well.
We're back in action here. 1st and 10 Northwest. Pairs right, pairs left. Man of motion left to right. Quick jet sweep. Hand it off. He's running. He's got a man chasing him, and he's outrunning him to the corner. Cut it up and got almost a 1st down. 8 yards out of that one. Great piece of running there by that young man.
And that was
3:12
Nicky
left.
Again.
Nicky has been pretty huge for them here in the last 2 possessions. 3:12 to play. The clock should be running here in a moment. It is. 21-7 Indians. 3:09 to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10. Northwest. Go ahead, Drew.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Pairs right, pairs left. Dropping back, shotgun. Quick throw out. Completed. Making a one-on-one situation, and they got another 1st down out of that at the 38-yard line of Streetsboro. So Northwest has a stop clock, and they're just doing whatever they want at the moment.
Yeah, they're very efficient on offense right now.
We do have a score update. Massillon Tigers 21, Perry 0.
And
First half.
Hoover 21, Licking Heights 0 as well.
Trips right, single left, single back. Here's a quick snap. Quick handoff up the middle, and he got, again, 4 yards on that one. Maraglia has not had less than 4 yards on any carry so far. Just running it well. Northwest is really just, Ginsu knife, man. They're just slicing and dicing, doing whatever they want at the moment. 2:22 to play, first half. 2nd down and 6. Trips right, single left, dropping back. Quick throw out, completed again. Made a guy miss again. He's running to the 30, 25, 20. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Great play, great catch. That was Ethan Nicky again. He is coming up huge at the moment.
Yeah, Nicky's,
Senior's having a big night.
Yeah, Nicky's doing a great job with the ball in his hands. Northwest up 21-7 with 2 minutes to go in the half, trying to punch it in again. They've got all the momentum in this game right now. They're extremely efficient. Chase Badger with no incompletions this half.
2:10, clock is stopped. They're at the 20-yard line here. 1st and 10, trips left, single right. Maraglia off, tackle, up the middle, and he got a couple. He got hit. He kept his legs moving. He got a few more yards, and I think it's 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, this offensive line for Northwest is doing a phenomenal job. They're moving the line of scrimmage. They're keeping Chase Badger clean. And so far, they're what's making this offense go.
1:46 and counting, 21-7 Northwest. Trips left, Maraglia in the backfield. Quick handoff up the middle, and the quarterback kept it. He's running. He's got all kinds of room to run. 5-4, touchdown, Northwest.
I'll tell you what.
Chase Badger just kept it. Fake handoff, off tackle, just
that
took
was
it
a
himself.
great fake, too. And, those fakes are two things. It's the quarterback being patient, riding it out, and the running back hitting the hole hard like Maraglia did. Chase Badger made a great read to take it in for the touchdown, and now Northwest has very much in control of this game.
1:32 to play, up 27-7. We got the PAT coming. I tell you what, Drew, this is some of the best play calling we've seen thus far this year. They're spreading
efficient.
it out, real efficient. Caden Beckler on to hold, leather on leather. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. 28-7 Northwest Indians. They got full control of this ball game with 1:32 to play in the first half. Thank you, C.H. Vallis and Associates. They've been with us all year. They're located at 1302 South Main Street in North Canton. They specialize in home, auto, life insurance, and all financial needs. Give them a call at 330-494-2776. Simon Says Promotions. There's a ton of companies underneath that umbrella. Go see them on 256 Erie Street South. McNeil and Sons Tree Service, located in Portage Lakes. They are at 330-606-1126. And that was a sweet Wallenberg play call there, Drew.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you have a business and you never know what to get your employees for Christmas, call up Ben Wallenberg at Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts or visit him at bwchocolates.com. They'll give you special pricing on bulk orders. Absolutely delicious down there. Uses all the best ingredients. A lot of these companies had to jack their prices due to these cost of goods. He's done a great job to keep them down and affordable. And
the kick is up and away,
his support.
And it's caught at the 22. And he ran it all the way down to the 34-yard line, tackled by a bunch of Indians there at the 34-yard line. It's Streetsboro's ball. They have got 2 timeouts left, actually 1 timeout left with 1:28 to play. And they got most of the field to go before half.
Yeah, very impressed with this Northwest team. Some adversity came early in this game, but they had a steady hand. They just kept doing what they do, and now they've got a healthy lead.
Hoover is winning 28-0 at half over Licking Heights. We got 28-7 here with 1:28 to play. Trips right, Quarterback is rolling right. He's looking. He threw it. Picked off! 40, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indians. He just jumped that route. He went through the drive-through, picked his order up. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, that is Caden Beckler again. The 6'4", 200-pound senior. He looks good in that jersey out there, and he's been making plays for Northwest all night. He's got a touchdown catch. He's got a 2-point conversion. Now he's got an interception for a touchdown.
Wow. That was textbook right there. He just set that guy up, jumped that route. Unbelievable. This game is out of hand early. Streetsboro is going to have to make some major adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, when you turn the ball over on top of not being able to do things on offense, it really puts you in a bad spot.
Beckler's got some wheels and moves, man. PAT is up. PAT is good. 35-7 here in the first half with 1:17 to play. Northwest is looking good. Caden Beckler has 2 touchdowns. That was a textbook pick 6, Drew.
I'll tell you what, he read that from deep center field.
Yep.
Broke on the ball, got there in a hurry, took it off, and he was at full speed when he already caught the football.
Unbelievable. Streetsboro's going to have to figure something serious out here. They've had some success running a rock, running to the right side on those quick pitch passes, pitch runs. Haven't had much success running. Passing rather. They've thrown a couple outs, had some success, but that's the first time they went over the middle and they paid for it.
And I'll tell you what, Northwest gets the ball to start the second half. So, minute 17 here to the half. Streetsboro's got to do something because they are in trouble.
We're about ready for the kickoff here. Got 2 guys back for the – here's the kick. It's short. He's caught at the 17-yard line. He's running to the right-hand side of the field. He got drilled.
That's not where you want to go.
He got drilled up the middle. Get some smelling salts for him. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line of Streetsboro. They got 1:12 to play. Their last possession took about 20 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, that was Connor Satterfield, the junior. Picked him up, scooped him, and dropped him right on the ground. Let's see if Northwest,
just got out of hand quick.
It is getting out of hand. Sometimes in these situations you just want to run the ball to get into halftime, but they don't have that luxury. They're down 28 points.
Trips right, wing back right. Quarterback just kept it up the middle, and that defensive line, the whole tribe of Indians tackled him at the line, a loss of 1. 2nd down and 9 at their own 29.
Yeah, Colby Benjamin, who's got 1,700 all-purpose yards between running and throwing the ball, has absolutely had nothing tonight on the ground.
The entire student body tackled him there. 35-7, Northwest up, 46 seconds and counting.
Empty
first
backfield.
half. Trips right, single deuce left, quick pitch right again. He caught it. He's running up the middle. He made a cut. He got hit. He's getting some yardage, making his legs move, and got clear down. Got about 6 yards out of that one, so it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
And I'll tell you what, that play's probably going to take us to halftime unless Streetsboro wants to hurry up. I don't think they do want to hurry up since it is 3rd down. Maybe timeout here by Northwest. Call timeout, force them to punt.
Yeah.
You've had a good punt return earlier. Start the second half with a running clock. But
they got 3 left.
Looks like they're going to.
Quick handoff, off tackle. He got drilled.
Call timeout maybe.
Donovan Pease got drilled at the line. Loss of 1 or 2. Good sportsmanship. Helped him up there. So that's going to be the end of the first half. Northwest has taken control of this game. It is 35-7 Northwest over Streetsboro Rockets.
Yeah, really impressive second quarter for Northwest there. We're going to take a quick break. Hang with us. We'll come back with some score updates, with stats from the first half, and we'll talk to you more about our sponsors. But we appreciate you joining us tonight on the Stark Media YouTube Game of the Week. It is Northwest 35, Streetsboro 7. We are back here at halftime at Dr. Martin Smilik Stadium in Canal Fulton. It is the Northwest Indians 35, the Streetsboro Rockets 7. Before we recap the first half, just want to give a big shout out and thank you to everyone here at Northwest. Hospitality has been great. Coach or athletic director Jason Hathaway, always helps us out, does a great job. So we appreciate all the hospitality here in Northwest Press Box. It's a beautiful new press box. I think it's 2 years old. So thank you to everyone there. Thank you to our sponsors, C.H. Vallis and Associates, the Spirit of Stark, the Quarry Golf and Event Center, Kishman's Fresh Market, Simon Says Promotions, McNeil & Sons Tree Services, Leathernecks Nation MC, FinallyHereOhio.com. They sponsor our player of the game. St. Joe's Senior Living and the Alsatian out there in Louisville. And Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts. And Red Door Apparel and Clothier. And then the newest sponsor to Stark Media Team, Lindsay's Pizza over there on Whipple. Really appreciate John Lindsay, he brought us a pizza down last week.
Try that breakfast pizza he
breakfast
brought?
pizza's unbelievable. So we're going to give you some score updates here. We've got a few. We've got some halftime scores. We've got Canton McKinley up 22-0 at halftime. Orville is up 22-12. At half. Canton Central Catholic 14-0. It is Perry up on the lake. Perry Pirates, not the Perry Panthers. The Perry Pirates are beating Triway 60-0 in the second quarter. Not great for the Pack. My former Triway.
Not
Titans
much of a
there.
surprise though. To be honest.
Canton South is up 21-0. Green is giving Big Walnut all they want down there. It is 9-0 Green over Big Walnut. That's kind of a surprise. Alliance beating Youngstown Cheney 21-10. Lake up on Dublin Scioto 13-7 at the half. We also have the Massillon Tigers taking care of Perry. And that score is, we did have it, 21-0. North Canton Hoover Vikings are up 28-0 on Licking Heights at halftime. Jackson and Berea Mid-Park 21-21 halftime.
Ooh.
That was a game that we were thinking about doing.
Yeah.
But we are here in Northwest, and we are happy to be here. We've also got Lee Foster over at North Canton. Check our Twitter for updates. Follow us on all our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Please like this video. We will have a game for you every week of the playoffs. If you didn't get to check out our playoff preview that we did at the Hall of Fame this past week, go back and check it out. Sam Berkwin, TJ Downing, and myself did a playoff preview. We're going to do that before every round, as long as we have Stark County teams still in. And then in a couple weeks, we've got a big announcement coming on our state championship coverage. Nothing official yet, but we have a big announcement on our state championship coverage and the Stark Media team. We'll recap the first half here. The first half of the first quarter really seemed like Streetsboro was going to give Northwest all they wanted. They went right down the field, scored on their first drive, hit a big screen play to Pease on a long pass. Then they were able to punch it in for the score. Very next drive, Kyler Maraglia fumbles after some successful
he was running all over him at that point. Yep.
He fumbled. Northwest kept their composure, looked right in the face of that adversity and have been really impressive up front. We talked about it before the game that Northwest definitely had the advantage in the trenches. That's showing today. Streetsboro, we thought, had maybe a little more speed, but Northwest has hit some big plays as well, and they've done a good job containing that speed on the edge. Northwest has done it through the air, on the ground, special teams.
Impressive play calling.
Yeah, timely play calling, efficient. And here's the thing, when you're a play caller, all the plays are designed to work. So when your players execute, they make you look smart. We're going to give you some team stats here. Passing yards, as far as yardage goes, these are pretty close to correct, I would assume. Streetsboro, 27 yards passing. Northwest with 107 yards passing. Rushing yards, it is Northwest with 129, and Streetsboro with 95. Northwest has 12 first downs. Streetsboro has 8. Each team both have the turnover. A turnover. It was a fumble for Northwest that ended up not being very hurtful to them, and then the pick 6 interception for a touchdown Streetsboro threw, and that was our boy Caden Beckler. Penalties, Streetsboro has 4 for 35. Northwest, no yellow hankies on them. Get to some of the other stats here. Individually, for Northwest, Chase Badger is 4 of 4 for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also has 2 carries for 20 yards and a touchdown, and a nice 2-point conversion pass. So the young sophomore Chase Badger playing great for John DeMarco's Indians. Other rushing stats, Kyler Maraglia almost over 100 yards in the first half, 13 for 91, averaging 7 yards a carry. He's got a touchdown as well. In the receiving game, Majerix has had a few nice catches. He had the diving catch in the end zone for the first touchdown.
Incredible catch.
Unbelievable catch. Ethan Nicky has gotten the ball in his hands. He's been electric. He had a big, long punt return all the way down to the 2 that Kyler Maraglia topped off with a touchdown. He's also got a catch for 17 yards. And Caden Beckler, he has the long touchdown catch. He caught a hitch, took it to the house. Then he also has that interception for touchdown right before half.
And 2-point conversion.
And the 2-point conversion. So,
kids all on the field.
Really a team effort for Northwest here. They are up 35-7 at the half. The Northwest band is on the field right now in their Halloween costumes. It is 4 minutes, actually probably closer to 7 minutes till halftime, till they start the second half. 35-7, you hate to say this in a playoff game, but they get to that 30-point margin in the second half, 30-point lead. This is going to turn into a running clock.
Yeah.
Northwest, had a tough loss early in the season to Louisville. They had a tough loss to Fairless.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've really turned it around. A game they should have won last week. They lose 21-20. But this team's getting hot at the right time. You want to peak towards the end of the season. It's exactly what they're doing. And Northwest looks really good right now. They would play the winner of Akron-Buchtel and Peninsula Woodridge. Right now, Buchtel has the lead in that game. And as the higher seed, Northwest would host as well as the 5 seed. So don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But right now, it looks like Northwest, should they do what they need to do in this half, could be moving on to the second round in the OHSAA playoffs in Division 4, Region 13.
You know what, Drew? I mean, you've coached for a lot of years. You've seen just about everything out there. I mean, it does stink sometimes to have a loss late, especially the way they lost last week. Mm-hmm. But it looks, there's a couple ways your team can react from that, right? Mm-hmm. You can lay down and be dogs, or you can fight and be hungry. And Northwest looks pretty darn hungry right now.
Yeah, and Week 10 losses are really difficult sometimes for teams going to the playoffs. Shakes your confidence a little. But sometimes it's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
I'll give you a great example. In 2015, I was the offense coordinator at Archbishop Hoban. We were 9-0. We went and played Cleveland Benedictine Week 10 up at Bedford Stadium. They beat our butts. It was like 35-10. And we absolutely needed that. We needed that wake-up call. We ended up running the table, winning the state championship, winning 5 games in the playoffs, beat Toledo Central Catholic, who beat Benedictine in the semis. We were happy we didn't have to face them again. But, sometimes it's a wake-up call. And I think, that's kind of what Northwest needed. They've been playing well. This team is very efficient. They're not flashy. They're hard-nosed. They don't turn the ball over. They're disciplined.
Yeah.
No, they have the one fluke turnover in the first half, but no penalties.
Yeah.
That's a disciplined ball club.
Very.
Not many high school games you go to, you can watch a team have no penalties in a half.
Right. And one fluke turnover. That was it. Mm-hmm. For me, the way they responded, the Streetsboro marched down right away, scored on them.
Mm-hmm.
Northwest came out, running the rock at will, coughed it up. And then, Streetsboro started marching it a little bit. And then that defense stepped up, held them, came back, scored. Then it was 7-6.
Mm-hmm.
And then from then on, it's been all Northwest.
It's been lights out, yeah.
Been all Northwest. Players stepping up, seniors stepping up. The one thing I looked at before this game is the amount of seniors in the trenches, big bodies, big guys, offense and defense. My thought was, you got these young guys, you got a young quarterback, you got young guys in the backfield. If they can hang on to the rock, if they can control the rock, if they can make smart decisions behind that experience, you think they're going to be okay, and they look okay right now. The adjustment they made on defense, Northwest, they were getting Streetsboro was getting using like you said, they were getting their speed, they were getting outside, they were getting away from them big bodies, even on the short side of the field, making yardage, getting things happening, and then all of a sudden, Northwest started figuring that out and getting there quick and stopping at it. And as soon as that happened, Streetsboro stopped moving the rock.
And you're able to do that. You're able to play the edges a little bit tougher when you're stout up the middle. The defensive tackles, defensive line for Northwest has been outstanding today. They're getting in the backfield on every single design drop back for I'm not talking play action. I'm not talking rollout. Actual just drop back passes for Streetsboro. Northwest has been putting on a ton of pressure so far. So and then you talk about the other side, the offensive line. I don't think Chase Badger's been touched the whole night.
No,
whether throwing the ball, running the ball, they've kept him clean.
He's got a clean uniform for sure. So if you're coach of Streetsboro at this point, you have had no success up the middle. You've tried to go outside. That's no longer success. At the end of the first half, you threw over the middle, pick six. I mean, what adjustment they got to make at this point?
I think that they have had some people open in the short passing game in the flats because Northwest is really trying to pin them in there on that. So I might try to get the ball on the edge out there in the quick passing game. They've had some success on that. And then the other thing is you have to get stops on defense. It doesn't matter. You can't come back. Yeah, you need to score points, but if you don't get stops on defense, it's not going to matter.
Yeah,
what you do on offense. So definitely a ton of adjustments have to be made for Streetsboro. They are overmatched physically up front in the game, and that's what's been shown.
And they're going to, Northwest has done a great job with play calling. They've spread it out. They've done a lot. But, would you agree they're just going to have to stop that run up the middle off tackle? Because at this point, they're probably just going to try to run the ball and run the clock. You got to stop that first and make them pass?
Yeah, Streetsboro tried to load the box a little bit, and then look what happened.
Yeah.
Northwest throwing the ball out there and completing passes. It's going to be if Northwest keeps this up, it's going to be tough to pick our finally here Ohio.com player of the game.
Everybody in student body scored at this point.
Yeah. So we'll try to keep you up to date on scores. If you are not following the Stark Media Team's YouTube page, give us a follow. You get alerts when we load our videos. We broadcast the Hall of Fame Luncheon Club every Monday. And that's a really cool thing. If you're not familiar with the Hall of Fame Luncheon Club, it's been around for a long time in Stark County. Every Monday it happens. They've got great speakers. They've had Bobby Huggins there. They get Jim Trussell there every year. They had Nate Moore and Antonio Hall there speaking recently. Bobby Knight has spoken there before. They just get some phenomenal speakers. A lot of people from the Hall of Fame down there. Urban Meyer's been, not that anyone's a fan of Urban Meyer anymore, but at one point, he was favorable.
I'm still fine with him. He brought us a title.
Oh, boy.
I'm good.
You sell your soul.
No, he didn't do anything wrong to me.
Right.
I'm good.
So we are just about ready to kick off the second half here. Northwest won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred, so they're going to get the ball to start this second half. And if they go down and put it in the end zone, we're going to have a running clock.
So the Quarry Golf and Event Center scoreboard, it is 35-7 here at the start of the second half. If you haven't been to the Quarry, they book events. They're booking over 300 nights a year. They do weddings. They do rehearsal dinners. They do all kinds of things. Great food, great environment.
Fantasy football drafts. They do a lot of fantasy football drafts down there. Play a little golf, go to Granite Grill, have fantasy football drafts, yeah.
So check them out. Great food, great place to hang out. FinallyHereOhio.com player of the game. We'll announce that by the end of the night. Spirit of Stark, they do our red zone every week. Leathernecks Nation, they do an incredible job for our veterans.
If you're Northwest here coming out, you got to be aware of the onside kick to start the second half. They haven't been kicking the ball deep anyways, so Streetsboro, instead of giving them the ball at the 35, they may just try to kick it short and try to recover it.
We are lining up. We are almost ready to kick off this second half in Week 11 here at Northwest Stadium here in Canal Fulton. Got two guys deep for Northwest. We're about ready to roll here, folks.
Yep, Maraglia is one of them deep. Like we said, he's almost at 100 yards now.
And you called it, Drew. It is an onside kick. It's short. It's not even to 10 yards. It didn't even get to 10. Pick it up, kid.
Yeah, get away from it. Northwest kid's got to get away.
So that ball didn't even go 10 yards. It sat there. Nobody touched it. Northwest kid went to pick it up. It's going to be Northwest ball at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. So they tried the onside kick. It was not a good one. It went about 6 yards. Never got to 10 yards.
Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to. I mean, you really had nothing to lose. You're not kicking the ball deep anyways. But we'll see. Now, Northwest player did jump on it at the very end, so they may have the opportunity to get that ball right there.
So
but
if it doesn't go 10 yards, is it a re-kick, Drew?
Yeah, it should be a procedure penalty. But, like I said, someone from Northwest jumped on it right at the end before they blew the whistle. It's dangerous if you do that.
But
because
at least they get the
as
ball.
soon as you touch it, it is a live ball if you don't corral it. But he jumped right on it.
So it is Northwest ball at the 38-yard line of Streetsboro. It's the first play of the second half. Pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Here's a snap. Dropping back, quick handoff off tackle. He's running up the middle. He's got room to run. And he got a first down and plenty more. Clear down to the 30-yard line.
Maraglia again.
Kyler Maraglia is running off tackle at will tonight.
And he is over 100 yards now for the game. He had 91 right there, and that was about a 13-yard gain. So he is over the 100-yard mark already.
First down Northwest is pairs left, single right. 2 in the backfield.
So Northwest picking up right where they left off in the first half. And they're averaging over 10 yards a play, I believe.
Here's a shotgun snap. Quick handoff off tackle. The
fullback.
fullback up the middle, and he got 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. What a great run up the middle. That was Connor Satterfield. He's a junior. They've got a lot of young guys at these skill positions.
Yeah.
They got veterans up front. They got young guys on the speed and outside. 11:06 to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that entire offensive line are seniors for Northwest.
And they're big bodies, too. Pairs left, single right. 2 in the backfield, shotgun, quick. Handoff again up the middle, runner up there. And Maraglia is running. He got hit and knocked down. Odd, awkward-looking tackle, but he's in the red zone at the 9-yard line. First down and goal for Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest looking really good right now. The way they're running the football. If you can run the football like this in the playoffs, you can go a long way.
Like we said, Drew, you got to stop that run
and
up the middle.
Here's the thing. The weather's going to start to change. These teams like to throw the ball over the yard.
Yep.
Those offenses slow down. You run the ball like this Northwest Ball Club's doing, you've got a chance. So if they can punch it in here, they get to a running clock, and that's going to make it extremely hard for Streetsboro to come back.
Pairs left, single right, same formation, 2 in the backfield. Maraglia with a fullback in front of him. Quick handoff up the middle again. He got tackled immediately. Going to be 2nd down and goal from the 9, no gain.
Yeah, and Joey Fedor was really the only bright spot on this Streetsboro defensive line right now. They've neutralized the big guy, Brian Nobles, big number 8 for Streetsboro. He's about 6'2", 260 pounds. But it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
See if they call that slant we've been talking about. We got single right, pairs left, fullback. Here's a snap. High snap, and he's running back. He just almost fell on it, did not. kicked around.
No
Four
one's
guys hit it,
right now.
and they're fighting for the ball at the 34-yard line. It looks like Northwest came up with the ball.
Ragler was finally able to jump on it. It's like someone buttered that ball from the get-go.
That looked like one of those NFL
Blooper
reels there. We got a man down for Streetsboro, so the Leathernecks Nation injury timeout here. It's number 15, Garrett Tiller, down on the carpet. You got 9:26 to play here. 35-7 Northwest. When we resume play, it's going to be third down and forever. It's third down and goal from the 34. So they've got a long way to go. Kishman's Fresh Market, they're located both in Minerva and Malvern. They got 2 locations. Simon Says Promotions. Underneath them is Copeland Paints, Brooklyn Rio Photography, Studio Vibes, Brits Bows, Game Day Boutique, and the Tiger Store. Located in the old Checkered Flag Building at 256 Erie Street South and 59 Lincoln Way East in Massillon. And the player that was down is walking off under his own accord. That is good to see. Again, it was Garrett Tiller, but he looks like he's okay.
Got another Quarry scoreboard update. It is Dublin Ciota 14, Lake Blue Streaks 13 in the second half. Lake was up 13-0 in that game. And I don't know what's going on at quarterback there, but you know my feelings on the situation.
So 3rd and 34. It's 3rd and goal. And Streetsboro took a timeout here.
I think it's a good time for a draw. You know, they're going to be rushing hard. I don't see number 7. Okay, now he's coming off the sideline. You know, big body for them. Caden Beckler has had some nice plays. Another score update. It is the Massillon Tigers 35, Perry Panthers 30.
Putting them on them. 9:19 to play here in the third quarter. 35-7 Northwest. McNeil & Sons Tree Service, if you have any needs to clean up your yard, if you have any concerns about maybe some unsafe trees or anything, give them a call. They'll come out. They'll take a look. They're located in Portage Lakes, but they'll travel. Give them a call at 330-606-1126. And we are back in action, 3rd and goal from the 34-yard line. I haven't said that all year, Drew. This is a long one. 9:19 to play in the third quarter. Trips right, single left, single back. They're dropping back, and they're going to throw the ball. He's got all kinds of pressure. He's running for his life, and he got away from him. Got a guy downfield, threw it. Completed pass, I believe, at the 25 and pushed out. He dropped it.
So that's
incomplete.
Badgers' first incompletion of the day, I believe.
And you got to figure, Drew, are they going to – I mean, they're probably in 4-down territory at this point.
I mean, here's the thing. I personally would try to single up the big receiver and just throw it deep. You know, if they pick it off, it's the same thing as a punt.
Yep.
It's tough to pin them deep here.
And they are going to punt.
It's from where you're punting from, it's easy for that ball to go in the end zone. Then you're looking at a net gain of – 14 yards if it goes in the end zone. So we'll see how this punt goes, but the risk reward is definitely there just to try to throw it down.
Be on the lookout because the punter is also the quarterback, so he can throw the rock.
And it's a delay, so that gives them an extra couple of yards. Maybe they will be able to pin them deep.
Okay, so smartly they took the delay of game there. So it's going to be 4th down and 39. 4th and goal at the 39. Punter is back at his own 46-yard line. 9:10 to play in the third quarter. 35-7 Northwest. Here's a snap. It's caught. It's punted. It's a good one. Clear down. Fair catch at the 11-yard line. So good decision there for Northwest.
Yeah, there we go.
You're not hearing too much crowd noise, folks, because it's pretty quiet here at the moment. 9:06 to play. Streetsboro's got to make something happen here at this point. Down several scores, 35-7. got Lake score is
14-13.
14-13. You just said that, didn't you?
Yep.
I was focused on my play calling, sir. 9:06 to play here. We got pairs right for Streetsboro, pairs left, empty backfield, man in motion, right to left, quick fake handoff, drops back in the pocket. He steps up in that pocket. He's just taking off running. He's got room to run, and he got drilled out of bounds. Got about 9 yards out of that one. Going to be second down and 1.
And that's the longest run of the night there for quarterback Colby Benjamin.
I think that was a quarterback keeper all the way. He looked like he got flushed out of the pocket, and he just took off. 8:59 to play. Clock has stopped, and they did give him a first down on that one. So it's 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Bunched pairs left. Man in motion, quick pitch left, running left. Got hit hard again and tackled immediately. Got a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 for Streetsboro.
Yeah, the big defensive tackle there, number 54 for Northwest, getting down the line to make the tackle.
8:41 and counting. Northwest in control of this game. Streetsboro's going to have to start moving the rock. Not too many first downs. Their biggest play of the game was that screen play that went for about 45 early on. We got a quick snap. He's running right. Kept it. Ran up the middle. Got drilled for a loss. 3rd down and 10 coming up. And we got a late flag.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Northwest. They're a little chippy after the play, and he shoved the player, and now the official's going to escort him to the sideline. Hopefully there's no ejection here because he kind of looks like he shoved him in the face mask. Or
we're going to wait for that official call there. It's probably going to be first down now for Streetsboro. You don't want to do that when you're in control of this game.
A little LeBron acting there too, I think.
Yeah,
players.
You've been watching him. LeBron's pretty good at that. And that is on Northwest. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for Streetsboro.
And that's Northwest's first penalty of the game.
So Streetsboro's going to take the rock. 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line. 8:16 to play in the 3rd quarter. They don't seem like they're rattled at this point. Staying poised. They got trips right, single left. We've got some good support from the fans. You might be able to hear we got a quick fake handoff right, and his quarterback keeper up the middle again, and he got tackled immediately for a loss of 3.
Yeah, they were trying to throw the bubble screen out there. Northwest covered it well, and the quarterback just took off.
2nd down and 12 now. Clock running, 7:47.
Gives me time to talk about St. Joseph Care Center, or Senior Living, over there in Louisville, and the Alsatian. The Alsatian, their independent living portion over there, 5 years straight, best of the best.
Wow.
For the Canton Rep. So, those decisions as our loved ones get older are difficult. St. Joe's is there to help.
Back in action here, we got trips left, single right, shotgun, drops back. He's looking right, quick under screen, caught it, completed pass, running, got hit by a bunch of guys, and he's still got some yardage out of that one. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, a little tunnel screen there.
Little pump fake right, under route left. It's a nice play. They got a few yards out of that one. Moving the ball. 6:50 and counting to play. Bunched trips left, single right. Kylan Rue in the backfield off the right hip. That's actually Donovan Pease in the backfield with Colby Benjamin in the shotgun. Man in motion from left to right. That's Hopperton. Quick handoff to Hopperton. He's running to the right. He cut it back, and he got a first down now in Northwest territory at the 49-yard line.
That's one of the best drives of the game so far for Streetsboro.
Well, they finally are getting the ball to Preston Hopperton. He's their leading everything rusher, leading receiver. It's only the 3rd time he's touched the rock. They got to get him involved. It's the horse that got you here to this point. 6:17 and counting in the 3rd quarter, 35-7 Northwest. 1st and 10, the 49 of Northwest. Quick handoff, quick fake jet sweep, throw over the top. Overthrown again, had a man wide open on a quick, skinny post route. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, he had number 33. That was the freshman, Chris Graybill, right up the middle of the field, wide open. He got between and behind both safeties, but Streetsboro not able to capitalize and complete the pass there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Another Pac-7 score, thanks to Greg in the YouTube chat. It is Canton South 21 and Salem 7.
And Fairless just came out. One play in the second half. They score a touchdown. It's now 22, Oroville, Fairless 19.
Barn burner there.
Quick handoff, quick pitch right to and they got
Boundary,
about 2 yards there on that one. That was Kylan Rue again on that quick pitch right. They've been running to their sideline all night on that. They haven't come our way very much.
No, it's easy to call defense against these guys. They've been running to every single run play's been to their sideline.
5:40 and counting in the third quarter. It's 3rd down and 8. Pairs right, wing back left. Kylan Rue off the hip of Benjamin.
Peas in motion.
Peas in motion, drops back over the top. Nothing there and got swarmed by a bunch of Indians. That's a sack for Northwest, and that's a loss of about 8.
Yeah, that was number 50 and 54 there on the quarterback pressures. So
that was Jimmy Cunningham on the sack there. And also Isaac LaFay was in there as well.
Yeah, so great job. That was what I was talking about earlier. You know, they did the little pitch, tried to release downfield. Northwest did a good job of covering it. So Northwest had some success here in the return game.
And now they are going to punt it away to the dangerous receiver here. He received it. He's got the same seam he had a moment ago. He bounced it back outside. He's running to the 50, the 45. Made a guy miss. 40, 38, 35, 34, 30. He's just running like a rugby match all the way down to the 28-yard line. What a great return by Ethan Nicky again.
Yeah, he's really flipped the field for them tonight, putting them in some great positions. That was a, let's count it, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45-yard return by Nicky. He's got to have almost 100 punt return yards tonight.
Tell you what, they might want to put that kid in a jet sweep or running back.
He does have one other catch tonight, and he did run a jet sweep as well. So Northwest is going to take over with an opportunity to put a running clock on them inside the 30, knocking on the Red Door Apparel Clothier red zone.
I like that. Pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Chase Badger in the shotgun. Drops back, quick handoff again, up the middle, off tackle. He's got tons of room to run. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kyler Maraglia. Second touchdown of the night for him. That's just a 30-yard scamper up the middle, off tackle. If you can't stop that, you're in trouble. 41-7 Northwest over Streetsboro.
And that could be the nail in the coffin.
Extra point is going to be on the way in a moment. We're going to be in a running clock situation here, which Drew and I historically are here until about 10:15, 10 o'clock each night. Longest games of the week usually. Last couple weeks we got lucky. We had some quick ones. But we still got some time left here to play. 41-7. Here's the extra point. Here's a snap. Leather on leather. Low snap. Kick away. Kick is good. 42-7. With 4:23 to play in the third quarter, Northwest Indians are putting it on Streetsboro.
Yeah, this is an old-fashioned butt kicking.
I got another update, Drew. My Fairless Falcons over there. They came out. They scored immediately out of the first half, out of the second half, and they just picked one off. So it is now 22-19. Fairless ball on a pickoff on Orville's first possession of the second half.
Oh, good for them. Coach A.J. Sarbaugh's boys are putting up a fight.
Those Fairless boys don't quit. I know Orville doesn't either. I played against them my whole career. There's some fight on that side of the ball, too.
Let's get a clarification here. There's no running clock in the playoffs. Is that what they're?
So we're getting clarification of that. There is
There is? Okay.
Okay. So we got clarification there. We had to get a understanding. It is going to be a running clock here in a moment. 42-7 Northwest over the Rockets.
On the change of possession, the clock will stop, but everything else, it'll keep going unless the officials wave it dead.
Even
so
on a first down, it doesn't stop.
Yeah, so if there's a discussion, they'll wave it dead. If there's a change of possession, it'll stop. But, on an incomplete pass, on a player out of bounds, it's going to keep running.
And Fairless just scored a touchdown. It's 22-6, or 26-22 Fairless. Here's the kickoff, received at the 19-yard line. He's running straight up the middle, bounced it out to the right, bounced it back up the middle, got drilled at the 29-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Streetsboro, down 42-7 with 4:05 in the third quarter. Just a good run back there, right up the middle, right up the center. C.H. Vallis and Associates, they specialize in home, auto, life, and all financial needs. If you need them, give them a call at 330-494-2776. Kishman's Fresh Market. They have 2 locations in Malvern and Minerva. Great family there. They are always supporting local. Please go support them as well. Single right, single left, fake handoff, quarterback keeper, and he got drilled again by a whole tribe of Indians.
Yeah, Northwest has dominated the line of scrimmage all night on both sides. If they can continue to do this, like we talked about earlier, they're going to be able to make a deep playoff run here. It's important for them to finish this game and finish this game healthy, get out of here, and we'll check on the Buchtel score because the winner of this game, which appears to be Northwest, will take on the winner of Buchtel and Woodridge.
Pears right, quick pitch right again. He got 2 yards out of that one. Back past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 now.
So with 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Akron Buchtel leads Woodridge 24-7. So right now, if both these scores hold, it will be Northwest hosting Buchtel here next week.
Single right, single left. The 3rd down play here, 3rd and 9. 2 in the backfield with the quarterback. He's in shotgun. We got a man in motion, right to left, drop back, looking out, quick out. Like you said, Drew, 1st down, Streetsboro. Yeah. They've had a lot of success on that quick out.
Yeah, throw the hitch. Throw outside in the flats, They haven't had success throwing the ball in the middle of the field. And I don't think he wants to go back and throw it around Caden Beckler.
Stay away from that kid. 2:13 to play here in the third quarter. Streetsboro is starting to have a little bit of success on offense here. They're moving the change little by little, man in motion, left to right, handoff, quick fake counter, quarterback keeper up the middle, and he got drilled at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all. His forward progress, it stops him at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down and 10 with 1:50 to play in the third quarter. Drew, Stark Media is going to, after the playoffs, we're going to be rolling right into basketball season. We're going to have a couple, 2-3 crews out there doing local games as well. Follow us here on if you're following us here on the game, click that like.
Yep.
Help us out with that. We appreciate you joining us. We got pairs left, 2 in the backfield, man in motion, right to left, quick handoff up the middle, and he got hit hard again. This defensive line is stout for Northwest, and they are stopping everything up the middle. It's 3rd down and 8. 1:05 and counting in the third quarter. You got to figure it's 4th down and go all the time, so you probably don't need everything back here. You need at least half of it, I would assume. 52 seconds and counting. Like we said, it's a running clock at the moment. Pairs right, single left. Shotgun, quick drop back. He's looking over the middle, throwing over the middle. Caught. First down.
Man.
Room to run. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Streetsboro. That was the one they needed. They just did a quick slant over the middle.
Preston Hopperton, that's their leading receiver. That's their guy. They've tried to get him the ball throughout the game. Haven't been able to get him in space. They did it there, and that's a big score for Streetsboro. Takes the running clock back out of play, and they're going to have to convert here, and I expect them to kick another onside kick.
So 42-13 before this PAT. They are going to attempt the kick. Donovan Pease is on for the extra point. Benjamin on to hold. The kick is up, down the middle. It's good. So it's 42-14. Streetsboro going to be coming up to kick here in a moment. Like Drew said, you got to expect another onside kick.
Hopefully it's better than their first
You got to
attempt.
get it past 10 yards this time and see what happens. C.H. Vallis and Associates, they're at 330-494-2776. Red Door and Apparel and Clothier. If you like to dress nice, go check them out. Kishman's Fresh Market, 2 locations, Malvern and Minerva. By the end of the game, we're going to call the finallyhereohio.com player of the game. At this point, it is wide open for us. We've got multiple guys scoring. We'll see who that ends up being. Call them. Chris McCready's and his team are located at 1201 30th Street Northwest in Canton. Contact them at 330-492-1212 or visit them at finallyhereohio.com. They will give you a free hearing evaluation. Did you hear that, Drew? Free,
no, I didn't.
Free hearing evaluation. You need to go see Chris McCready's. Just tell them Coach Drew and the National sent you. Quarry Golf and Event Center. Incredible place to eat, hang out. Good people down there, local owners. We got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Streetsboro on to kick. They're down 42-14. We got a running clock still. Actually, no, we're inside 30.
Yep,
so
no running clock.
No more
anymore.
running clock. Onside kick, we assume, is about to happen here. Here it is. Here's the kick. It's better than the last one. It's 10 yards.
Big jump.
Hit, and they got it.
got it.
Streetsboro got it. Hit a guy at the line, right at 10 yards. Hit him, knocked him down.
You can't wait on the ball. Once it gets to 10 yards, you got to attack that ball because they're coming to hit you. It's exactly what happened. We got a Northwest player down, and this is not what you wanted in Northwest. You got to the running clock.
Yep.
Okay. Keep doing what you're doing and tackle and make plays. Now you let Streetsboro breathe. They score and then go get another onside kick.
So to be clear, Drew, that Northwest player looked like he was waiting for it to go 10. He doesn't have to. He can come up and get the rock right away. It looked like he was waiting at that 10
and here's the other thing.
Got drilled.
The first guys down, too, are supposed to blow up the guys, trying to catch the ball there. So he's up there looking. Someone cleans his clock. And that's number 34, the injured player who's up now walking off for Northwest.
And we'll get you an update on that here in a moment. So it is Streetsboro's ball. They successfully just did the onside kick. They're down 42-14. No longer a running clock. That injured player was
24 or 34.
Harbaugh. Hard to see, folks.
Yeah, these uniforms are.
Regardless, he's up. He's walking. He's okay. So we're happy about the Leathernecks Nation update there that he's good to go. Trainers are not checking him out, so looks like he is just fine. And that's number 24.
Yep, 24. Sorry about that.
That was Carter Majerix. So he is okay, getting a drink of water. Looks like he's fine.
We've got a score update. It is Canton-McKinley 40, Glen Oaks 7. That
Well,
score sounds familiar because that's what the score was the last time they beat them.
Drew, my possible upset is
I told you were
in the
crazy.
weeds. Hey, I got to try to support my kids' school with the Eagles over there, but they got some work to do.
Yeah.
They're young, but
They
so
are.
is McKinley. McKinley's young.
Yep.
McKinley's going to be a no joke for next 2
So
years.
Streetsboro trying to scratch back into this game.
Here's a snap, dropping back, trips right, looking right, got all kinds of pressure, got hit, got out of it, took off, got hit again, and got 2 yards out of that one. So nearly a 4-yard sack.
And that was number 50, Isaac LaFay, the senior defensive end, finally brought him down.
And he's a small guy on the line at 6'2", 215. He's a smaller one. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. It is Northwest Indians 42, Streetsboro Rockets 14. Rockets ball when we come back is going to be 2nd down and 8.
Gives us an opportunity to talk about some of our sponsors. Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts, located in the Fulton Drugs Plaza at 2520 Harrison Road, Northwest in Canton. right across from Stadium Park. He just renovated the storefront. So it was one door. He moved it one door over, renovated. Beautiful in there. I was in there earlier this week, and he was making vanilla creams with peanuts on top.
What is that?
Oh, vanilla cream? You never had a vanilla cream?
I've never heard it called that. I'm sure I've had it.
Yeah, it's like a little cream
Oh.
covered in chocolate with peanuts on top. Absolutely delicious. Get into Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts. Next week, he's going to be running specials, so make sure you check out his social media. We'll keep you updated on those as well. If you need something to watch the Browns game, just make sure you're not eating those peanuts when the Browns are on defense because they'll make you choke. But, get some snacks there for the Browns game.
I don't need help. I quit watching them, Drew. I quit watching
Well, they're Monday night this week. But we appreciate all of our sponsors, including Ben Wallenberg. So Streetsboro will come back out to start the fourth quarter. They're down 42-14 right at midfield. Trips left, single right, quarterback drops back, deep pass now, down the sideline, incomplete.
Great coverage there. Just dropped back through to the right-hand side, trying to get something to happen deep. Great coverage. That was broken up, incomplete pass. Going to be 3rd down and 9. Drew, you like all kinds of torture because you're a Browns fan and you're a Michigan fan.
Oh yeah? You don't remember the Ohio State-Michigan game last year?
Well, dude, it's 1 out of last 18.
What have you done for me lately, Joe?
So we're back in action. 3rd down play here. Trips left, single right, single back. Shotgun, drops back, rolling to his left, looking left.
A lot of pressure. That's definitely a
holding.
Steps
up the middle, flags down. Even though he's got this yardage, that's going to come back. Going to be holding on Streetsboro.
Yeah, the big senior defensive tackle, Riley Plotner, pushed the pocket there. He was coming right back to get the sack there on Colby Benjamin, and the right guard just kind of grabbed his shoulder pads to stop him.
So, Drew,
I believe it was him. Maybe it wasn't Plotner, but it appeared to be.
And they do accept
or 54, one of the two.
They accept that penalty. Is going to be 3rd down again, and 3rd down and long. 3rd down and about 14 or 15, looks like. And, Drew, I've got a lot of Michigan fans that are friends of mine. Last year, for the first time in many years, they invited me to a party, a Michigan party, and I said, there's no way I'm going. Because I had a feeling last year wasn't going to work out for us. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a nice matchup this year, though. Number 2, number 4 right now?
Yeah, I think Ohio State's better, but, we'll see. The Michigan's still good on offense, but their defensive line, they lost 2 first-round picks. I mean,
we lost, 12.
I'm talking about the defensive line.
Okay.
And those Ohio State guys you lost all stunk except for the 2 receivers.
Yeah. Well, it's receiver nation over there for Ohio State in the league for sure. So we're almost back in action here. We're done with our banners. 42-14. Streetsboro, 3rd down play here. 3rd and 25, actually. Dropping back, trips left, quick drop back, looking right. Tons of pressure again. He just kind of threw it into the dirt. Northwest not only had pressure up the middle, but they had that screen play snuffed out. Quarterback, very smart, just threw it in the dirt in front of his guy. Live to fight another day. It's 4th and 25 on their own 35, so they're going to have to punt. They had it moving. They had things rolling. They got that onside kick back, trying to get some momentum, and this Northwest defense just stepped up again.
Yeah, great stop for Northwest after not being able to recover the onside kick. We've got another penalty down on the field.
And we're waiting for a word on that. It is on Streetsboro, I believe.
I think it's going to be a dead ball. Well, they're going to call intentional grounding, so it's going to be a loss down.
I don't see that. He had a receiver there about 5 yards away. So intentional grounding. He does take the penalty. It is a loss of down. It's going to be 4th down. Well, is it a turnover on downs, Drew?
No.
Couldn't be.
The down just counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be 4th and about 30.
4th and 35 on the board at their own 25.
Northwest has had great kick returns.
Here's a snap. Here's the punt. It's low. Line drive.
Tough to return this one.
And it's rolling all the way to Northwest 40, 38, 37-yard line. Streetsboro downs it at Northwest 40 or 38-yard line, so it is now 1st and 10 Northwest in control of this game with 11:32 to play. They're going to try to put some points on the board, get it back into a running clock situation.
Yeah, I think, just get Kyler Maraglia the ball, couple again, run some clock, chew up some yards, maybe go down and get a score, put the nail in the coffin here.
Thanks for joining us, folks. If you got any tree issues, call McNeil and Son Tree Service. They're located at Portage Lakes. Contact them at 330-606-1126. Back in action, trips left, pairs right, running off tackle, up the middle. He's got tons of room to run, made a guy miss. And if he didn't get tripped up,
on that
he was going to the house. It's a 1st and 10. Northwest, actually, they called him down short of the first down. So 2nd down and 1. It looked like he had plenty of room to run on that one. He had all kinds of room to run there, Drew. That was number 43, Parker Kraft. He's a sophomore, so they've got some young guys in the game now, getting them some playoff experience. Pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Here's a snap, quick handoff again,
blitz,
up the middle.
nice power.
1st down Northwest at the 46-yard line of Streetsboro.
Yeah, they're choosing to keep Maraglia on the sideline there, keep him healthy with the lead, get Kraft some run there, and he's running the ball hard.
And he's not real big. He's 5'7", $155, but he runs hard up the middle behind those big bodies. He's probably tough to see as well, for that defense. 10:36 to play, 42-14. Northwest taking their time, pairs left, single right. Here's a high snap, hand it off again. He's up the middle. He got absolutely drilled at the line of scrimmage, no gain. 2nd down and 10. That was Parker Kraft again.
Jackson Gula came up and laid the wood there.
Yeah, he did. Hit him hard, picked him up, drove him back. But the clock is not their friend. It is running at 10:08 and counting in the game. Northwest is going a little bit quicker at this point than I thought they would.
That's the tempo of their offense. Sometimes you get out of the normal tempo of your offense and it throws things out of whack. And, I mean, you want to have a good possession here.
Yeah. Pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Quick handoff again, up the middle to Kraft. He's running, bounce it outside. He's got some speed, and he got a 1st down. Hit hard at the 1st down marker and push back, but a 1st down, and he did. It's 1st and 10, Northwest at the 36-yard line of Streetsboro. 9:38 to play in this first-round matchup in the playoffs.
I'll tell you what, we're winding down, and it's going to be tough to pick our finallyhereohio.com player of the game. Maraglia's having a good game. Chase Badger's doing a phenomenal job running this offense. But, it's been the guys up front.
We got a we got a Corey update here in a moment on the scoreboard. We're back in action, though. Pairs left, single right. Quick handoff up the middle again. He's running. He got hit at the line of scrimmage. He got another yard and got tackled. He got about a gain of 2 there. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. And the Quarry update, we've got 33-22 Fairless over Orville.
Fairless, second half strong.
Fairless starting to run away with it. And the McKinley is running away with it, as we said. It is 40, and the Massillon Tigers is 42-7. Massillon, over Perry.
And it's North Canton Hoover 31, Licking Heights 7.
Pairs left, single right, handoff up the middle. He got hit again. Kraft again on a carry. They're getting this sophomore some looks out there. He's a nice-looking running back, getting the young guy some experience. 8:15 and counting. It's 3rd and 5 for Northwest. You got to figure they're probably going to just, they could do whatever they want. They could punt. They could go for it on 4th if they don't get it here. Keep that clock running. There's 22 seconds on the play clock. 8 minutes left in the game. Pairs left, single right, Kraft in the backfield. We got a fullback this time. He's taking his time, and it looks like Northwest is going to take a timeout here. Got a lot of time left on the game clock there. Called timeout with 7:47 to play in the game.
We got another score update for you. Down in the Columbus area, Green was winning that game 9-0. We talked about it. Now it is Sunbury Big Walnut up 28-16 on Green.
$42-14 here. McNeil & Sons Tree Service. I just talked about them. If you have any kind of trees you need cut down, if you need them trimmed, if you need them to inspect it to make sure that they're safe, have them come out. They are at 330-606-1126. In the spirit of Stark, they're in their new home there in Massillon at 409 Erie Street North. They can do small orders, big orders. They can do custom embroidery. They're great at what they do. 330-806-6745. We're back in action here on our third down play for Northwest. They're in Streetsboro's territory at the 31-yard line. They got pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Kraft, fake handoff, throw over the top, and it was a miscommunication there.
And that's got to be pass interference.
The wide out just literally grabbed a hold of that receiver and pushed him out of bounds like a block. Flags down everywhere. It's going to be pass interference on Streetsboro.
Yeah,
that's going to darn near seal the game.
Yeah, you can't have contact with the receiver when the ball's in the air. And I don't know what the Streetsboro coach wants to talk about, but
that defender was blocking him like it was a run play.
Yeah.
7:42 to play as we sort this out. 42-14. Northwest has been in control of this since the third possession of the game. They've been using those big guys up front on both sides of the ball. Streetsboro tried to use their speed to get outside of it. Hasn't worked for them. Streetsboro's had some costly penalties. Northwest has played a really clean game of football. Very few penalties. I think they've had 2 penalties all game, and it's legit. It's legit. So it is a 1st and 10 now. They're now at the 21-yard line of Streetsboro. 1st and 10 for Northwest. 7:42 to play in this game. Taking their time to get the play in. Play clock's running, but the game clock has stopped. But they're just taking their time to get everything in.
Yep. Northwest really dominated this game up front.
They really have. Here's a snap, dropping back, throw it over the top, and it's the same exact play, and it's another penalty. That cornerback is just stepping up in front of the receiver and stopping his progress. He can't do that.
You can jam, but once you get the initial jam, you got to let go. He's just putting his hands in his chest and, staying with him the whole time. So you can't make any contact when that ball's in the air if you're the defender.
So you can make contact within the first 5 yards, correct?
Well, that's NFL. You can make contact when the ball's not in the air. If it's the ball, so say you're a linebacker and you got someone running down the seam, that ball hasn't been thrown. You can knock them off their block. You just can't grab, hold, or touch them when the ball's in the air.
So it's another 1st and 10. We're now in the red zone here.
Red door, clothier, red zone.
Red door, clothier, red zone alert. They don't have hoodies if you want a hoodie. They dress real snazzy over there. If you're going to see a jazz event or something snazzy like that, go see them. They'll get you set up. Guys, some nice clothes, sport coats.
Yeah, dinner down at Sparta Lounge.
Yeah. Haven't been there in a while.
Picking up a pizza from Lindsay's, our new sponsor,
Yeah.
Lindsay's Pizza.
We're back in action here. We got pairs right, pairs left, single right, 2 in the backfield. Hand off to Kraft up the middle, got tackled immediately.
Oh,
my gosh, great QB keeper, great fake. He kept it himself, naked bootleg, just running out. Got hit at the 5-yard line, stumbled, kept his feet moving, clear down to the 1.
I'd like to see him run Badger on the sneak there. He's done a great job on those fakes tonight.
Unbelievable fake. That was Peyton Manning quality fake. He got me on that one.
What a great job, great poise by a sophomore coming in there, doing what he's been doing.
Impressive. Everybody, including me, thought that was an off-tackle run to Kraft. Kept it. You almost got to give Kraft the rock here and get him in that sophomore in the end zone here.
Yeah,
He's worked hard here.
That's run. Go under center, QB sneak it. Get Badger back in the end zone.
You're an offensive guy. All right, 6:55 and counting here.
And
Quick
they're gonna
handoff
hand it
to
off
Badger.
to
Kraft, and he scored. Touchdown, Kraft. 48-14 Northwest. 6:51 to play before the PAT. It's good to get that sophomore in there, Drew.
Yep. It's really a team effort tonight by Northwest. Multiple guys making plays. They've been very balanced and efficient on offense. They don't have any offensive penalties tonight. They're put up, the offense has put up 42 points. The defense did score, 7
Nice
on the
pick
interception, but phenomenal job tonight by the Northwest Indians.
Drew, we haven't, and we're not going to do this, but we haven't given an offensive coordinator the finally here Ohio play of the game.
I'll tell you, right now, I think my vote's for Chase Badger. He's been extremely efficient throwing the ball. Let's pull up these numbers here.
We're going to check these numbers out.
Yeah. So right now he's 4 of 5 passing for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's got the 2-point conversion completion. He's run the ball 4 times. He's got a touchdown run. I think he's got more rushing yards than that, than what it appears.
Yeah. I don't know. Caden Beckler's a close second. He's been all over the field.
He's made 2 big plays. He's made 2 big plays tonight.
I think he has a pick 6. He has a touchdown catch. He has a 2-point conversion catch.
Yep.
I don't know. Everybody in the student body scored a touchdown on that, so we're going to have to figure this one out. 6:51 to play. Northwest winning 49-14. We're back in a running clock situation here. Streetsboro looking grim for them at this point. With less than 7 minutes left to play. We got a final score in Massillon, 48 over Perry Panthers 7.
Ooh. Not too much of a surprise there, Coach Slate's got what he wished for. He was on High School Football Rewind earlier in the season. Said, we won't schedule Massillon. We'll see him in the playoffs. Well, you saw him in the playoffs, Coach. And
have to give him a call.
They whooped your butt.
Ask him what he thinks.
Yeah.
Here's the kickoff. Leather on leather. Short one. Should have let that one go out of bounds. He did not. He picked it up at the 25. He's running it back and tackled at the 30-yard line. So Streetsboro's going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 30. And, Drew, you said it last week that Massillon, you feel, is one of the best teams, if not the best team in the state in Division I.
Yeah, I mean, St. Ed's, Moeller, Winton Woods, Massillon, Hoban, are all probably the top 5 teams in the state. Massillon's just playing really good football right now.
Ed's is D1 though. Massillon's D2.
Yeah.
So they knocked off.
Ed's and Moeller D1, and then those other 3 teams we talked about are all Division 2. But
you saw Winton Woods on
I've watched them on
tape?
film. They are fast. Kind of sloppy on the offensive lines. We had a deep pass here on 1st down.
Another overthrown incomplete pass by Colby Benjamin there. 6:16
So we're back to the running clock here. So we're 6 minutes to go. Northwest is going to move on to the second round of these OHSAA playoffs as the 5 seed. They will take on, let's check the score here, the winner of the Buchtel-Woodridge game. And with, let's see if we can get a score there. With 8 minutes left to go in that game, Buchtel leads Woodridge 24-14. So still a lot of time for things to change in that game. But regardless, these Northwest Indians of John DeMarco, who've played unbelievable tonight, played really well. Really only 3-4 plays in this game that they didn't play well on. And they're going to have another home playoff game. So these fans get to come out again next Friday night for playoff football.
I do have another score update. Fairless Falcons are dominating the second half.
Streetsboro drops back, throws the ball deep, underthrown. There's a penalty there. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Receiver came back to the ball, and that was Jackson Gula, who's had a pretty nice game tonight for Streetsboro. He's been all over the field.
Underthrown ball, came back, caught it, penalty down. He did catch it, though, so I'm not sure what the penalty would be.
I don't know what the penalty would be, yeah.
Anyway, Fairless dominating second half here. Scoring update, Fairless 47, Orville 22.
Wow.
So that was a tight one early, and Fairless is running away with it. 4:32 and counting. Clock is running even though they're trying to figure this penalty out. Northwest declined that penalty. Or I don't know. No, it was on Streetsboro, rather.
Yeah.
Streetsboro declined it. 1st and 10 at the 35 of Northwest. Drops back, and it's a dead ball penalty here. Probably a false start. And another penalty on the sideline. I think a coach or somebody just got
a false start. Oh.
There's a second penalty down here on our sideline here with Northwest. I think it's going to be unsportsmanlike here, possibly as well. We'll see.
I think he just marked the flag where the penalty. Sideline warning.
Gotcha.
Sideline warning, I believe.
So 3:40 and counting. Clock running while they sort this all out. You know, Drew, you would think while they're trying to figure this out, they would stop the clock. So it was an unsportsmanlike on Northwest. Doesn't much matter at this point, doesn't look like, but it's going to be Streetsboro's ball clear down to the 24-yard line of Northwest.
Both coaches not happy with the officiating tonight. Yeah, I don't think
pretty clean.
Been egregious.
One dropping back, thrown over the middle,
late.
Caught, and it's a touchdown, Streetsboro in the end zone. And that is Preston Hopperton. We said at the beginning of the game they got to get him the rock. That's only the 4th time they got in the ball, and he scored twice. You got to get that kid the rock earlier. They just did. Now
they've thrown that crossing route to him twice now for a touchdown.
49-20.
So
we're inside now, running clock with only 3 minutes left. They're going to kick the extra point.
Yeah, this was a second half that both teams have scored 2 touchdowns. A 29-point second quarter for Northwest blew this game open. It was 7-6 early after the first quarter, and then 29 unanswered points to end the first half.
And that extra point is good, and it's 49-21 Northwest over Streetsboro.
We're trying to get out of here early, and then Streetsboro just won't let us, will it, Jeff?
Nope.
But I'm gonna run down the list of our sponsors one more time here and thank them: C.H. Vallison Associates, McNeil and Sons Tree Service, FinallyHereOhio.com, Kishman's Fresh Market, The Spirit of Stark, Simon Says Promotions, Lindsay's Pizza, Leathernecks Nation MC, the Quarry Golf and Event Center, St. Joseph Senior Living,
Drew, I'm
and
starting
Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts.
Starting to think you got a photographic memory here. Yeah. Doing a lot of this without a note, without notes.
They told me I had ADHD. That's the only thing I was ever told I had.
Doctors told me I have what you call a little bit of a weight problem.
I've got ADHD and a good-looking wife. That's all I need, right?
Definitely outkicked your coverage.
I did.
So 3 minutes to play here in the game. 49-21 Northwest. Streetsboro to kick off. You're waiting on another onside kick here.
Yeah, you would think, Northwest would just go hands team.
Yeah, see if they've got coached up to go grab it.
You got the normal kickoff return team out there. They're going to kick another onside.
And no, they don't. They kick it away.
So Coach P. Thompson just
line.
waving the white flag there.
And he's running it back all the way to the 36-yard line. It's going to be Northwest ball, 1st and 10. Drew, did you see the college game a couple of weeks ago? I forget what game it was, but you know how you do that little onside kick, quick kick, and it goes up in the air?
Double bounce.
Hands team guy called fair catch.
Yeah, that's new. It's a safety thing, which how do you come back?
How can you do that?
How do you come back? Yeah. No, that's a new rule in college football. They can fair catch that, and it's dumb. So now you see a lot of these teams laying the ball on its side, just like it's laying on the ground, and they kick this little spinner kick, and then when they reach to go up, there's so much spin it pops up. So now you see those types of onside kicks.
So we got 3 minutes to play here. Northwest is about to take the snap, trips left, single right, quick handoff up the middle again. He's running to the right-hand side. He's got one guy to beat, and he got tackled. It was about a 4-yard gain.
That's another young guy in there. It's number 20. No, that's not 20. That is.
Looked like 20.
No,
it's
Maraglia.
It's not Maraglia.
Yeah.
So 2:33 and counting here. 49-21. Northwest in charge of this.
26.
Number 26. 2:21 to play.
Northwest taking their time.
That's A.J. Sandoval is a junior. 5'6", 150 pounds. So they got a lot of young talent here that they're getting these guys in the game. And he's running. He's got room to run. He's got a first down all the way down into Streetsboro territory to 46.
All these running backs are like clones of each other. They're the exact same size. So, we've said it all night. Up front, is where Northwest has dominated this game. Streetsboro's had maybe a handful of plays, 4, 5, 6 plays, where they were able to get their playmakers the ball in space, and they've scored on a couple of those. But Northwest has done a great job on both sides of the ball tonight, offense, defense, and special teams. Those punt returns, really helped Northwest tonight get in good field position.
We got trips left, single right, single backfield. Great snag on a high snap, handoff, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 2nd down and 10. And, Drew, I'm looking through some of these younger linemen they have. They've got the skill guys. They got skills coming back. They got speed coming back. And they've got some young, beefy sophomores and juniors.
Got some size down here in Canal Fulton.
They could be pretty good for a couple years here, at least.
I don't know how they get so big down here. They must be drinking the canal water. Nobody else got kids this big in Division 4.
No. They've got a Massillon size here.
Yeah.
49-21, 1 minute to play. We got the clock running.
So it's this is going to probably be our final score unless they break one off here. We'll take the snap.
Quick handoff up the middle and back to the line of scrimmage, installed again there, 3rd down and 10.
So if the officials don't spot it, well, they already did. So the play clock, they're going to have to run one more play, but that will be the last play of the game. So Coach John DeMarco's team comes in, as the 5 seed. Tough loss last week to Canton South. They get a share of the Pac-7 championship, and they take care of business. A 29-point second quarter propels them to victory here over the Streetsboro Rockets. And I do not see another update yet. They will play the winner of the Buchtel-Woodridge game. Buchtel is leading in that game with 8 minutes to go. That's what we saw an update about 15 minutes ago. I do not have another update on that. So it is our final score. Northwest Indians 49, Streetsboro Rockets 21. You want to go through a few stats here, Jeff, before we wrap it up?
Streetsboro final passing yards 142, rushing 105, 16 first downs. They had 1 turnover, and they had 9 penalties for 75 yards. Northwest just dominated from that second quarter. 107 yards passing, 228 yards on the ground for Northwest. They had 22 first downs. Only 1 turnover very early in the game, and they recovered from that. Played a clean game, Drew. Only 3 penalties for 35 yards, and a couple of those were late.
Yeah.
Get into some actual individual stats here. Chase Badger was 4 of 5, very efficient, 107 yards, threw for 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Kyler Maraglia just had his way. 130 yards on 15 attempts, 8.7 per attempt. Also 2 touchdowns. Parker Kraft, the young kid, came in late, put 41 yards up late and a touchdown. Receiving, Caden Beckler. We talked about him. He had 1 reception for 56 yards and a touchdown. He had a 2-point conversion catch, and he had a pick 6 on defense. So great game for him there. There's multiple guys we could pick on that side of the ball. Not too much on Streetsboro. Colby Benjamin was one of their studs, and Preston Hopperton, we talked about them. Hopperton had a great game. He had 9 catches for 132 for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like they were getting him the ball that much. He had a couple big plays late that helped those numbers. Colby Benjamin was not real efficient, 11 of 20, 142 yards, 55% completion, 2 TDs and a pick. So,
what do you think? Finally, HeroOhio.com player of the game.
who did you say earlier?
I think Chase Badger. For a sophomore to come into a playoff game, control the offense the way they did. They had 0 offensive penalties. A lot of that's on the quarterback.
Yep.
You know, he delivered the ball early in this game, made some nice plays when it was still a game. The touchdown pass over here, 2 touchdown passes. He ran for a touchdown when this game was still close. And like we said, he was the maestro of this offense.
He really made no mistakes.
No.
Didn't make
none.
one mistake. So,
none. And the incompletion was a pass that could have been caught on the sideline that he tried to fit in on a scramble drill. So my vote's Chase Badger.
I'm with you. He played a clean game, solid game, 80% passing, ran the offense efficient as heck. Like you said, you know, he just had poise back there and ran it. So I'm with that. Chase Badger for Northwest. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 155 pound. He's our player. Finally, Ohio player of the game.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap things up while you go down there and get a picture of Chase.
Perfect.
We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Stark Media Team, YouTube stream game of the week. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We're always putting content out throughout the week. Go back and check out our playoff preview show if you haven't been able to do it on the YouTube channel. We've got another show coming out this week to preview the second round of the playoffs. Thank you again to all of our sponsors, C.H. Vallis & Associates, McNeil & Sons, Simon Says Promotions, The Spirit of Stark, Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Nuts, Lindsay's Pizza, Red Door Clothier, the Quarry Golf and Event Center. Who else am I forgetting? I think that's everybody. Yep, we got the Quarry too. So we appreciate all the sponsors. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Check us out next week. We've got games still going on right now on 99.7 FM and on Rock 106.9. For Drew Sarachman and Jeff Tyler, congratulations to Coach John DeMarco and his Northwest Indians. They are moving on to the second round of the OHSAA football playoffs. And I'll check one last time on that Buchtel-Woodridge game. And let's see. Let's see if I can find a final. There's 4 minutes left in that game, and Buchtel still has the lead, 24-21. So Woodridge has come back in that game. It's 24-21 Buchtel with 4 minutes to go. So Northwest will see the winner of that game. Again, from Northwest, from Dr. Martin Smilik Stadium, Stark Media Team YouTube Game of the Week. Final score, Northwest Indians 49, Streetsboro Rockets 21. Have a great weekend, everybody.